Oh, we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl at all?
Yeah, we can't call it the Super Bowl. It's the big game, or we'll get copyright strike.
The game
true?
beyond.
Call it that.
That's Triple H's daughter's nickname.
Fuck. Oh shit! I can't do this podcast.
Can we start the show there?
This
Just fuck the
is the
intro.
game beyond.
The boys are back in town. Everybody, welcome to Deadlock episode number 23.
Hey, I'm back.
Yeah, Johnny's back. We're back
Marcus
in the
will be
mix,
next,
man.
back next week.
Yeah, Marcus, he's not here. You know,
Marcus is on a yacht currently.
Yeah, he's not here.
That
but-
man is big balling.
He's gone for the game beyond.
Hey, but we're all here, so like that's good.
Oh, I almost choked on my drink here.
I love it here.
Yes, it is very good. Everything is great
is
here.
fine. I promise you guys.
Yeah.
Deadlock has never
Good.
been better than right now.
Johnny, blink twice if everything's okay. We'll never
Put my
know.
camera on.
Your video's never on.
Get that camera going.
All right, Johnny, run down what we're talking about this episode.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on.
Welcome
we're
back,
going to talk
buddy.
about... All right, let's get into the big business here. We're going to talk about the game beyond, of course. Got to get into that. And after the game beyond is the game beyond, which is the XFL. We're going to get into how they love drugs in the XFL. We're going to talk about Daniel Bryan getting both the Bella twins pregnant. We're going to talk about WWE's co-presidents getting released and Vince McMahon telling them to go away. Got AEW Dynamite to talk about. Ryback begging for his life. Andrade's doing drugs. Matt Riddle and Brock Lesnar are fighting. And I got a WCW trading card pack to open.
We'll see you next week on Nitro.
Well, perfect. That's great. Thank you.
Oh, and we also got a debate between Tony and Pulse about John Morrison live on the pod.
Oh, that's going to be so great. I'm excited for that. I was about to go ahead and start, but I'm gonna hold off just for a little bit, just for you, Tony. I'm gonna give you some.
We'll get that. That's the meat and potatoes. You gotta get the debate.
Yeah. So let me tell you boys something. We are so close to 169.
Let me speak on this.
Let me tell you something. we are so close to 169 5-star ratings that I can almost taste.
Oh wow.
We're at 165.
Whoa!
Yeah. So
does number 169 get like a special song?
Yeah. If you are number 169 and you leave a review that say you are 169, and don't you fucking lie about it either. I swear
don't
to
cheat.
God,
We got our eyes on the prize.
Yeah.
No cheat.
We'll give you some. Maybe I'll give you a WCW trading card pack or something.
Ooh.
Yeah. We had a couple of reviews from like 3 or 4 reviews here. So just want to give a quick shout out to the people that leave nice stuff for us because I love when people are nice. We had
the best.
It's a nice feeling. AJ Styles Bullet Club Boy left a review that said good stuff. That's a good name.
Why are you laughing at the name?
Sorry, my bad. No, I love.
That wasn't even like a joke. That was
I love the Bullet Club.
That's like a shoot name, actually.
Oh man, Chad Ruger left a review.
Big up to Big Al.
He said, I have watched Pulse since 2K14, and this podcast is one of my favorite things that he has ever done. You guys are the only podcast I listen to. It is extremely entertaining and interesting. I will never miss an episode. Great job. Thank you, AJ Styles, Bullet Club Boy.
There's so many podcasts, so that's quite nice to hear.
And you laughed at
Chris
his name.
Jericho,
How dare
you
you?
dickhead.
Yeah,
you don't get to be here.
Deadlock podcast, baby.
I'm picturing the intro. It's fantastic.
So we had Brandon. Okay, so his name is Brandon from Maine. Just so you get.
That's good because we have 14 Brandons that listen to this podcast, so that's good. I'm glad he.
Not to be confused with Brandon does everything.
Yeah, from Maine.
That's true.
He said, "Someone tell Johnny Blood I love him. Good show."
Oh, that's me. That's me. I love you, Brandon from Maine.
You didn't even let me tell you what he said.
Oh.
He said, Johnny Blood, I love him.
Wait. You said that, though.
You said that.
I think I was at a stroke, dude.
Wait, was that real? That wasn't real. That could have just really...
That really just happened?
I was... Was that real? No way.
You literally
Dude,
said it.
what do you think I was fucking What do you think I was responding to?
You read it off, and then Johnny responded, and then you said, "Wait, I didn't read it off."
What the fuck?
Oh no.
Man.
Oh, you okay?
James, blink
Well,
twice if you're okay.
That's my bad. Sorry, things are fine over here.
That was the craziest shit.
Wow, things are good. All right, so anyways.
Whoa.
Anyways.
I don't think we could ever top that.
Things are okay here. Thirds read. Let the review. He said, "I love this pod, but."
Dude.
I'm so sorry.
What the fuck?
James, what happened? I'm sorry. What? We're 7 minutes in. I'm in tears.
Now I wish I fucking watched the video. Like, I wish you had your camera up, because I need to know the look on your face as you tried to figure out what the fuck was just going on. Which you can get on the Deadlock Patreon for $1, by the way.
That's true. You can see me have a stroke live.
Holy shit. Okay, continue.
I'll
please.
try and keep this one down.
Thirds read had a review that said, "I love the pod, but I won't take." He said, "I won't take this John Morrison slander. Dude is 40, but he isn't slow. Maybe shut up sometimes, fat boy."
Shut up sometimes, fat boy. That's some good advice.
Now, James, read it off again like you didn't know that Johnny responded.
But you
Wait, I didn't
let
tell
me
you what he
say-
said yet.
You did.
Why you call me fat?
He's fat.
Okay. P.S. Love you, Paul. Tony, you're cool. So that's what he said.
Holy
Fat
shit.
boy.
Damn.
All right, so
Dude,
let's
The
move on.
reviews segment is starting to be my favorite segment of the week.
That's when James doesn't realize he just read something.
Yo, get those reviews in, everybody, and if you make them that kind of quality, I can't wait to hear
Yeah,
them next time.
I'm so excited.
We might get 169 before the next episode.
We need, at the end of everyone, at 169, if you said "P.S. Fat Boy," we'll send you a nice swag bag.
All right, so we have a few updates I wanted to get you guys, clued in on for Deadlock and all that stuff. This time, I actually have some stuff. Last time, Tony just told me we had already talked about it. So this time, I think we have new stuff to talk about. So
I hope so. I hope you're keeping up with the product.
Yeah, I was on it. So I just lost my mind again. I don't know.
You've been going
You're
through
like,
some
that,
stuff.
you're like, I want to thank this guy. I'm like, we talked about it already.
Okay, so anyways, so we have a new drop coming in February. I've announced that already, but we actually just got the shirts in, and they're bagged up and ready to go. It's a t-shirt that's based on a former 90s JWP Joshi wrestler named Cutie Suzuki. If you guys would like to do some research on her or look her up or anything, you can easily find some of her stuff. She was actually in WCW back in like 95. So you can go on the network, which I'm sure most of you probably have. You can type in Cutie Suzuki and find her matches. If you can't find Cutie Suzuki, then just type in like Bull Nakano or Akira Hakuto or anybody like that, and you'll find them. You can watch stuff like that. You can YouTube it too. She's got matches up there too. You can see a sneak peek of the shirt on our Twitter. So if you want to head over to Deadlock PW and check that out, you can. The next drop is a 2-piece drop. So along with the t-shirt, we're also in production of the next piece, which is a dad hat, which is going to be really, really cool. But it's dropping with the t-shirt. That should be around mid-February. So like 2 or 3 weeks probably is what we're looking at for all that stuff. So if you want to get some merch, that's the way to go, because we're selling out of like everything. Like the shop is like pretty low quantity right now.
You know, it's hot, baby.
Yeah, we only have small for the Deadlock Tiger tee. So that one is only small. So get that one while you
Pulse
can.
can't get it, fat boy.
I didn't even tell you how much I weigh.
Champion, we have small, extra large, and XX Big Boy L.
Yeah, and then all the other shirts are sold out. So like we were completely sold out of everything else. I'm looking at my shirt rack over here where I keep all the stuff, and like we have, other than the new shirts, like nothing. So like if you're a size small and you want a Tiger shirt, get that now, because it'll go away forever.
My life depends on it.
I also started a new video series on our Deadlock YouTube channel, which we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with in 2020 this year. A lot of produced series and things like that, along with, of course, video clips from the podcast. I'll be reviewing the Stardom Korakuen shows, which is Joshi stuff. They do them once a month. That'll be on the channel. I'm also starting 2 new video series, which is going to be including matches from the month and some like 10 list stuff, like top 10 stuff. The goal right now is to have like 1 produced series on that YouTube channel per week by the end of the year, but that's a pipe dream because my life's in fucking shambles. So just trying to.
If only you guys could have heard this just downpour of misery that happened before this call.
Yeah, everything's good. Wild. Everything's great.
But shout out to the 533 new subscribers on the YouTube channel the last 28 days. So
wow. That's nuts.
Welcome to the club.
How many more things do you need before we're monetized on that? Some mama bitch.
Probably
800 more hours.
That's it. 800.
So
it is.
Get to watching if you don't mind.
Yeah, just go check those out. I mean, the new video got like 150, 200 watch hours. So like we should have it by the end of February. That's what I'm kind of aiming for. Is like end of February we want to be monetized on YouTube. So
the watch hours were 388% better than any video that we've done on the channel ever. So.
Right. Yeah, so good. More long form content's coming and shit like that. So, also something we're gonna be introducing into the podcast, sometime this month. We haven't decided on a date yet. We're gonna be doing like a new Q&A segment on the podcast, for people that want to submit questions, and they're from the Patreon gimmick, like the $5 tier. You can go over to the Patreon every week when we introduce this new segment. I don't know if you guys want to start next week or the week after, or whatever the case may be.
We can do it next week.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. We'll see how the like how much stuff we get, and if we get like not a lot.
Yeah, we should just put up a thread on like the Patreon and see what we get, what the response is.
Yeah, so we'll do that. Okay. I'll put up a weekly thread on Patreon where you guys can submit questions for me, Johnny, and Tony to answer. If you're in the $5 up tier on Patreon, you can do that. That's actually been in the tier list for a while. We've been just trying to figure out where to submit it, or like trying to figure out where to put it in the podcast and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
the best way to get it out there, pretty much.
Yeah, so that'll be starting with the next episode. So if you aren't paying attention to your Patreon feed, start paying attention because that will come up, or turn on email notifications or whatever the hell Patreon asks you to do. All that kind of stuff.
We'll play games of Truth or the Dare. You can ask us for that too.
Yes, that would also be great. No fuck, marry, kill stuff though. That's just weird.
That's the $10 tier.
Yeah, $10.
We gotta get a
ask
new
us
one.
to
That's
do
like,
weird stuff.
That'll be like a $25. We gotta get a brand new tier.
Yeah, don't ask me anything about John Morrison, man. I won't fucking talk about that dude. All right,
we got
once I fucking talk about this dude, we're done with that.
One and done.
Yeah, no more. So we also have the Deadlock Patreon, which is the new month. So everyone that decided to stay a patron, just gonna give you a quick thank you from the $1, $5, and $10 tier. So there's a lot of names here, so get ready for a name dump of a lot of people. $1 we had Adam Adriansons. Hey, that last name gets me every time. Akai James.
What? 1 second. Hold on.
Was he the one?
There's somebody on Twitter. That's what I was trying to find out.
We
Yeah.
mess his name up every time.
Yeah, I don't think it was him though.
There's this guy on Twitter. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Something?
Great.
Oh, what was it? I gotta get this out of the way before you go through the name dump. Actually, you can do the name dump right now, and I'll find it.
Is he in the $10 tier?
His Twitter name is Craig Christ 7. I don't know what his.
Let me see if there's a Craig anywhere on this list. A chicken nugget.
Name. Chicken.
Is that close?
It's got to be it.
Where's the? Do you see the? Did he at you or where did he?
Oh, he probably just said fuck.
You
this
responded to
Patreon
it on the Deadlock Twitter, but I don't. His actual name isn't on his Twitter.
I guess if you want to check out patreon.com/DeadlockPW, we can fuck your name up live on here. Go check it out.
You just keep going. He'll find it.
Okay, I found it. He said, so I've been listening to Deadlock Pod for a while, and for the last few weeks, it's been like, damn, one of the Patreon backers has a name so close to mine, only just to now remember that it's me, and you've been pronouncing the name wrong. I blame John.
But he didn't tell us which name it was.
He didn't tell us the name though, so I don't know.
All right.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Just try not to fuck up any names today. How about that?
It's probably the Adrian Essence.
Yeah, Adrian, Adam,
Adrian Neville.
Adrian Neville likes this podcast.
There's a lot.
That
There's a lot going on there. So we also have Akai James, Alex Styles, Ambrose 555, Austin Knight, Big V 827, Blake Xavier, Brandon Morse, Brandon Rayner, Brandon Riggy, Brandon Rowe.
Brandon
Is that
from Maine,
for real?
That's his shoot.
Dude. Brandon from Maine.
Brandon from Maine. Oh, how you doing? Buttercup 3, Captain, Carter Hammond, Chicken Nugget, Christian Valencia, Christopher R, Dada Too Toxic, Downey Jr., Dustin Johnson, Dylan Barnes, Gabriel G-Force Barba. Did you guys give him that gimmick? Or did he said, this is my gimmick?
I don't remember.
Grab Stars, Jake Cecile, Jalen Carter, Jashawn Balling, Jay Klinkhammer, Jay Mooney, Jonathan Hernandez, Jordy Beckford, Marcus Brown, Matt Cook, Matt Glover, Michael Canty, Michael Cole, CBT,
CTET.
Mont Sexton, Moosey Fate, Nermian, Nicholas Wheeler, Nick Jai, Nomad Tokyo, Pern Hastings, Piggy Wiggy, Prime Time, Ryan Nunez, Schmitty Harry, Tay, Thomas Setterblad, Tiger Band 66, Tyler, Unflavored Chips, Vega Moore, Yodi, Ureo Taku, Zach Jensen, Zach Draw, Zach Saber Sr., Zekro. That's all the $1.
Every time you say Klinkhammer, it makes me laugh.
Yeah, I try to put a little sauce
I
on.
always think about Triple H hitting the hammer, Klinkhammer.
So the $5, we had a couple. We had Benito 608,
Benito.
Dylan Adams, Jimmy Forsman. Jimmy,
That's that man.
Jimmy. God damn, your name like forces me to say like the syllables differently. I know it's probably like Forsman, but like I just want to say Jimmy Forsman. McScrubbin' He put his name and then he put how to pronounce his name.
Did he?
McScrubbin' and then he put his name. He said it's Owen. Thank you. $10 here. We had everyone should do that for now on, by the way. Brooks Nose, Cameron Perkins, Cherry Chase, Corn Dog, Darko Dweeb, Highbauer 14, J Teda, Chris Miller, Levi Hollowich, Mike C, Nene Sama, Nicholas D. Rito, Nikolai Nielsen, Rezi Rez, Skiz, Solrake, or Solrake, if you're, I don't know how you say that. God damn it. I don't know how to say any of these.
Is that you, Craig, out there?
Craig, Tyler King, X-Jag, and Zachariah Riera. Thank you guys. So
That's that team.
Round of applause for you
gimmicks.
guys.
Money
Thank
team,
you.
money team, money team.
yeah, thank you guys. If you guys want to become a patron, help us out, support the show, patreon.com/deadlockpw. We have like 8 or 9 gimmicks we're supposed to do. But we only have time for 2. Because that's all I fucking did. I apologize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so next week I'm splitting this up. Y'all are, okay, Tony, you're doing 2. Johnny, you're doing 2, and I'll do 2 because we have 6 remaining.
That's fine.
And
All
if
right,
any
just
more
send me over
sign up,
the
I'll
names
split them the
and
fuck
we will
up.
get them going.
We'll
Yeah.
get them.
Yeah. Rezi Rez, Jack Kane, Tyler King, Zachariah Riera, Soul Rake, and this fucking name, the Volcano. Yeah.
Oh, I'll know the Volcano.
Yeah. I'll let you.
One of the homeboys.
Yeah, I'll let you do him. Yeah, if any of those names mean anything to you, I know Tyler King and.
Just send me the list of who needs them, and then we'll divvy
Yeah,
them.
we'll
yeah,
divvy them
we'll
up.
do it.
Just hit us up.
So I
listen.
did 2 of them. I did Jeremiah Price. I gave him the gimmick Captain Jeremy Price. For the finisher, I gave him it's called the One Shot, and it's an avalanche blockbuster because I fucking love that move. I don't feel like I feel like it's definitely just like a transition move, but like it is fucking sweet.
Like the Buff Bagwell style.
Yeah, I think that
Okay.
move rules.
Yeah. That's the way to go.
Yeah, especially if you can get someone to bump right. But their backstory is they're grizzled and experienced. Captain Jim Price, or that's what you get, Jeremy and Jim. Captain Jim Price was in the war. What war?
Oh.
Nobody asked. Someone should ask. Maybe someone from the Baltimore Sun should ask.
Oh no! You have stolen valor.
Fuck you, Sarge. Never forget.
I see where you got your inspiration.
Yeah, that was easy. Oh hell yeah! I also was from Call of Duty 4. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So I have Cameron Perkins here. Their gimmick is the Outlaw Cam Wilson. Their finisher is the Red X, which is you know the move that Nigel did at TNA. It was like the Tower of London.
London. Oh wait, like the
cutter
from the rope.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's it.
Honestly, I'm surprised no one's stolen that move because that move's
It
kind of cool
rules.
too.
Yo, yeah, it's
Nigel
awesome.
had a lot of cool moves. Like Ambrose took the wacky line, but like
He ruined
he
it.
had the Tower of London. Aries took the Zach Gibson took the London Dungeon, which is like the arm capture.
Yeah. And yeah, the Tower London ruled. Yeah, he was. I mean, it was a weird gimmick. He came out in glasses and shit, and he had Chelsea or whatever, and just none of it made sense. I was like, okay,
big hog.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I fucked. And he did the fucking finger thing, the British middle finger or whatever, where he did the. But okay, so the gimmick here is the road to the top is lonely, and Cam Wilson understands that all too well, making sure to stay 2 steps ahead mentally and physically of everyone else on the way up. Cam didn't make too many friends, but Cam's Red X finish did make some damn enemies.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Tower of London. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That move rules. It's called Red X now, though. Suck it.
Oh,
now, everybody. Yeah. Remember that from Dead More. So, everybody else, we will hit you up next week with your stuff. If anyone else becomes a $10 patron, I'll get Marcus to do yours.
It's gimmick week next week, baby.
I think we said that last week.
We can talk about. We can talk about Super Bowl real quick. Oh, my bad.
Hey, whoa.
The game beyond.
The game beyond.
I'm so sorry.
Talk about that. I just want to talk about that halftime.
Hey. Whoa. The real game begins next week.
That's true. February 8th, baby.
Saturday.
Pulse, are you in on the Seattle Dragons, or did you?
Yeah. No, I'm all in. Yeah.
That's the official Deadlock team then.
Yeah. I mean, we were drafting people for the Seattle Dragons last night.
Oh, I wish we could show that on here. Fuck.
That's a really. One day I'll figure out how to like transition between pictures and stuff, and it'll be really neat. One day I'll figure out how to show you guys like all the screens and stuff. Technology is difficult, dude.
One day we'll give you something worth looking at.
The still image of Johnny is great.
Yeah.
That's all I want to see.
That's the best part.
Yeah, so if you guys missed this thread the other night, we were talking about, I don't even remember how, you posted something about the Dragons.
So it turns out the Seattle Dragons are predicted to be the worst team in the XFL, which is, of course, the team we picked. So we started, I think you said something, you said the Dragons need to pick up the American Dragon.
Yeah.
And then we just started tweeting pictures back and forth to each other of pro wrestlers as football players, which was more than I realized.
Dude, every time I was thinking about it, I was like, holy shit, there's this football player. I was like, oh my God, then the longest yard. I'm like, now there's like 80 more football players.
I forgot about the longest yard.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. The best one is definitely Brock Lesnar, number 69.
Yeah, that's like my favorite wrestler.
But then I hit you with Goldberg with hair.
Yeah, Goldberg with hair is dope. He looks like that dude from Boy Meets World. The who's the main character in that show?
Fred Simpson.
Curly haired dude. Curly haired dude. That's what he looks like. Yeah, curly hair guy.
Ben Savage.
Is that who it is?
Was it Ben Savage?
I don't know.
There was Fred Savage.
Yeah,
I know that name from somewhere, but anyway.
Yeah, it's Ben Savage. Ben Savage.
Yeah, he looked like a curly hair dude.
Are you gonna watch? Are we all watching? Can we watch the game together? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, we can watch.
I don't see why not. I don't think I have anything crazy. Yeah, I'm good.
2 p.m. game, I think, right?
Is it actually at 2 p.m.?
I think so. Unless I made that up.
It's the Great Khali playing.
Yeah, I think they scooped them up.
Could you imagine?
Seattle at DC, 2 p.m. Eastern on ABC.
Oh yeah, okay. Why did they announce? Why did they formally announce that they're not testing for marijuana?
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty sweet though. XFL Commissioner Oliver Luck has confirmed that the league's drug testing policy will not include testing for marijuana. The XFL drug testing policy will be looking for performance-enhancing drugs, PEDs, but not marijuana use. The use of marijuana is barred for players in the NFL during the season, but a lot of people have been bitching about it. So XFL says, "Nah, man, we fun. Get high."
Extra fun league, baby.
Yeah, extra fun league. Yeah, I mean, like, I hope. Now, listen, I'm not one. I don't think anyone should do anything dangerous, But when it comes to sports, football, MMA, I think as a viewer, I would enjoy it the most if everyone was on drugs. I want the most, beastly, steroided up, full cycle.
I want them James
glowing. I want them glowing green by the time they get into the octagon on the field. I want to see some freaks.
No joke. James is a big steroid guy over here. He thinks steroids should be legal.
Oh, I actually advocate for steroids. Yeah, I actually do.
This podcast is wild.
Formally. Let's take a stance right now. Deadlock is for steroids.
Yeah, once my tests start slowing down, I'm absolutely starting steroids. like all the dudes I work out with, we've kind of like made a pact. Like at one point, like, okay, if everybody's tests, like we're gonna get tested. If the shit gets low, we're starting steroids. Like that's just happening.
Wouldn't that be much more fun to watch though? Come on. Like,
Yes, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
it
Like,
would be awesome.
yeah, I mean, like look at this. Like look at the eras compared from in just wrestling now to back in the day. This shit sucks. Are you kidding me? Like, look back.
Imagine everyone looked like Brock Lesnar. That shit was
Yeah, like
cool.
look at. All right, I mean, just look at the first off. Look at like okay, so the first WCW match they had when they came over was Booker T and Buff Bagwell. Look at them fucking dudes,
brother.
And now look over here. I got what Jordan Devlin. What the fuck am I doing with this guy?
Wait, what's Buff Bagwell up to? Is he like?
He was stripping
still
or
a
whatever.
gigolo?
Yeah, he's
he
an
was-
escort. Yeah,
He was
Damn,
killing
that
it.
dude fucks.
No, yeah, I mean he rules.
he
I mean, he was
literally
a little
fucks.
baby.
That's his job.
When we're talking about drugs, gentlemen, what do you guys think about cocaine?
Just one bump.
Well, that's unrelated, but Andrade got suspended this week.
You the same Bobby Roode stuff?
I mean, I can only
They passing it
speculate.
back and forth.
I would love if he was. You know what? I think everyone should just do coke and steroids.
I
Let's
mean,
take it back.
I mean, I gotta be completely honest with you. I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. Do
You're not
drugs.
an Andrade guy, or you just don't? Oh, about
No,
drugs.
do drugs. I don't give a fuck. Like, what do I care? If Andrade's not like, if he's not out there like just endangering everyone in the, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, bro. Just
Yeah.
get your ass
And
out
that
here.
dude rules.
Just
So
one
some
bump.
like whatever he's doing must be pretty sweet.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, if being on coke just fucking gets you doing Andrade matches, let's just get everyone on coke because like this dude's on one.
I don't know. But then again, Bobby Roode was also on coke, from what I understand. So I don't know.
Ooh, yeah, maybe-
Might be different deal.
Yeah, maybe not actually. Don't
What,
think about what you're
would you
doing.
think? Would you like Johnny Gargano if he was on coke?
Maybe
That's my
not, man.
favorite
Like his
question
matches,
I've ever
his
heard.
matches already got like 50 minutes, man. I don't any more time for that.
You go
I don't think so.
120
Just to-
minutes.
Just to play it safe, we at Deadlock cannot confirm nor deny any use of coke from any
Yeah.
pro wrestlers.
Yeah, we
Like,
don't
we're
know.
just talking about the soda pop.
Speculating.
The soda pop,
Yes, of course.
Coca-Cola.
But he's suspended for 30 days. So that's,
They didn't say. They just said. What did they say?
they didn't say why. Do they ever say why?
Well, I mean, they kind of. I mean, like WWE kind of like fucks with drugs. To be honest with you, I mean, like
What?
they used to not like Randy Orton
Yeah.
kind of changed that whole thing.
They just said he was suspended effective immediately for first violation of the company's
Well,
talent
they
wellness
actually did like a injury storyline, which they usually never do in this kind of case. So
policy.
like,
Yeah, they took him out on Raw, but he kept his U.S. title.
yeah.
They said, "Yeah, Umberto, you can't. No, not even now, buddy.
Not even
Not
now.
even now."
Well, Andrade's marrying Charlotte, so he's got like the ironclad. You know, he can never get in trouble now.
I'm a little confused on a lot actually.
I've noticed.
So it wasn't weed, right? Because they don't even suspend you for weed now.
I don't think no, unless he's on like juicy juice, but
He could
Man,
have like a
whatever. Who
prescription.
gives-
Like
that
there's a
sucks.
lot of things that wrestlers have like prescriptions for, and then they're like, well, it's a WWE doesn't allow it even if you have a prescription. So I don't know if that's the case here, but I don't know.
I saw one sweet rumor on Twitter that somebody said it was Charlotte's piss. So, keep her going for Mania season. He took the fall for her.
Holy shit!
That was just a rumor I read. Cannot confirm nor deny.
Yeah, nothing on this show is
Charlotte's coke piss.
fact, except for all of it.
Deadlock does not endorse any of it. Please don't do drugs.
Yeah, unless
Yeah,
it's
you know what?
steroids, it's not that bad. Like,
We do not endorse any of this. Don't, no,
You know,
no.
just one bump can't be.
yeah, just one bump.
Take a
What
bump,
the
Triple H.
fuck?
Do you want to get laid? Take a bump.
Oh fuck! Talking about steroids, dude. I have this WCW 1991 trading card pack.
Oh baby.
You want to open up packs right now?
Yeah,
Pack
go
for
for it.
pack right now. The
Do
greatest.
you got one?
Oh, do you want me to open one too?
Yeah, we should both
Yeah,
open
hold on.
one.
Let me open
Okay,
mine.
I
real
can
quick.
grab one. Do you, yeah.
You must have some kind of trading card pack around, Tony. You got something around
No, I
there.
opened mine already.
All right, I grabbed it.
What did you get?
Hold on.
Can you find yours? Because I'd like to see what you got.
Yeah, I have mine.
No,
I
Tony said
don't
he had
have my.
one.
I had it, but I don't. I put it away now. I don't
You
know.
want me to open
All
it
right,
up
well,
too?
you can be the judge then and tell us who has the best
All right.
set.
Okay. All right. So open it from the back. Oh, I can kind of see. Never mind. Yeah, open it from the back, and then you can see who the back card is, and then we can just hold and do it card by card. So.
Okay, hold on.
I open mine.
Okay, hold on. Can you hear?
Oh my god, he's going crazy. He's going crazy over there.
Hold on, let me open mine.
All right. So you want me to go first or you?
I'll go first.
Okay, go on.
All right. So the first card from the back, I got Lex Luger. The total package.
I got my first card is Doom, which is both Ron Simmons and Butch Reed. I have a tag team card. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Are we going
But
round by round?
it just has Butch Reed on the thing doing a press slam to Ric Flair.
Can we go round by round and I can go for the
Okay, who won that round?
Yeah, who won?
Doom, obviously.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right. Piece of shit. Sure. I mean, I don't know if you knew his nickname was a total package or not, but okay. So, my next card, I got none other than the Z-Man.
Oh, the Z-Man.
Well, can I please read Z-Man?
I was gonna say, can you? Yeah, give me that. Yeah.
Okay, so Z-Man, he's from. He's from Minnetonka, Minnesota? Did they just make that up?
Yeah, that's a real place. That's like
holy shit! Look at his eyebrows, bro. Hold on, let me put this.
Dude,
up
I love that you got this card. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Z-Man. I wish my camera won't focus on it, but like
okay.
I wish I could tell you guys like how.
I wish I had a camera.
Oh, there it is. Look at his eyebrows. All right, so like a thunderbolt from the Greek god Zeus, Z-Man's descent upon an opponent in the ring. This is like reading my gimmicks from the very.
We should just steal these.
Yeah, actually, we're not reading these anymore. like a thunderbolt from the Greek god Zeus, Z-Man's descent upon an opponent in the ring is positively electrifying. He works out every day and is in excellent physical condition. Take our word for it, you don't want to get zapped by the Z-Man.
Ooh.
His favorite hold is a flying dropkick.
That's not a hold.
That's his favorite hold.
Well, my card is Flying Brian Pillman.
Ooh. Oh, what?
And I like that you got the Z-Man because on my card it says, not only does Flying Brian like wrestling, he literally throws himself into the sport. Z-Man, who's been Brian's tag team partner, says,
oh, that's dope.
I've been all around wrestling, but I've never had a partner with the athletic ability of Brian Pillman. He's awesome.
Okay, quote from the Z-Man.
Yeah, that's
Nice,
a quote.
nice.
All right, Z-Man wins because of the quote about Brian Pillman.
Nice.
Wait, what?
Yeah, get wrecked. Boy.
He is awesome.
Fucked up. All right, go on.
Let me read Lex Luger's real quick from the last thing.
Wait, hold on. Are you sure you don't have Resi Res Reds gimmick?
Yeah, I'm
right
just
there?
gonna call him R-Man. Lex Luger, aka the Total Package. Favorite hold is the Human Torture Rack. His toughest opponent is Ric Flair, TM. Lex Luger.
Yeah.
Lex Luger, National Honor Society student, is as smart as he is powerful. This unique mix of brains and brawn should be more than enough to put the World Heavyweight title around his waist and a few unfortunate challengers in intensive care. He's so smart.
Oh, no.
Mine doesn't say, like, neither of mine have had the holds one. Where do you see that at?
It's on the back under their name, like in bold.
Mine only has.
Sometimes tag team cards
height
don't
and
have.
weight.
Yeah, some of them don't have it. It's
Oh,
only, yeah.
I see. Okay.
We got two tag teams back
What
to back.
color
right?
is your Z-Man card?
Yellow.
Oh, so is my Pillman one. I guess that must go together.
Oh yeah. What number is yours? 67, I'm guessing, or 65?
59.
Mine's 66. Huh.
Oh, what the fuck? All
Yeah,
right.
come on, well, like Luger didn't put that together. I'm gonna tell you that.
All right,
National
what's your
Honor
next
Society. Okay, so my next one is the Fabulous Freebirds. It is a red
Oh,
card,
shit.
actually.
Ooh.
I don't know what that means. I
Any
guess
special information on there about them?
yeah, this dude's middle name was Jam.
Jimmy Jam Garvin, baby.
Yeah, and this guy's middle name was P.S. What a dumbass.
Well, I
All right,
got
so yeah, who'd you
the
get?
Enforcer, Arn Anderson.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
dope. I don't know, but I had two people.
His favorite holds are the Spinebuster, quote unquote, and quote unquote DDT.
Keep that two?
Any wrestler who finds himself facing the Enforcer might expect a hospital visit.
Oh.
Arn seems to be a guy who likes to see his works of art hang in public places. What? the fuck?
Okay, Arn.
What?
Arn, what? Jesus, Arn.
Yeah, god damn.
All right, maybe I lose that.
Yeah, what the fuck? I mean, I got Michael Hayes. That's not much better over here.
Oh yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe we should skip that round.
Wait, no, I get to tell you what PS stands for.
Oh yeah, go on. What's
Okay,
that
so
for? Pure sexy, right?
yeah, almost. Ask Michael P.S. Hayes. The PS stands for purely sexy. And Jimmy Jam Garvin about their greatest achievement, and they'll tell you it's being the best rock and roll band on earth. Even though they appear to be all glitter, they have the know-how to beat the very best.
Damn.
Jimmy Jam also took Randy Savage's glasses.
What's Arn doing on mine? Oh, he's just walking in the ring smiling. He's happy.
I'll give it to Arn that one.
What's wrong with this dude?
You give it to Arn on that one?
Arn wins that one.
Okay. All right, so next I have Terry Taylor, the Red Rooster. He wasn't a rooster in it, but yeah, his favorite hold is the 5-arm.
I got Missy Hyatt.
Oh man!
It doesn't say a move, but it says her hobbies include thoroughbred horses and show dogs. The fuck?
Okay, that's something.
Wrestling's sexiest superstar. She's called.
Yeah. She had sex with Too Cold Scorpio, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Too Cold was the fucking man.
God, I wish you could see. Oh, I gotta put this on Twitter or something. It's Missy and JR, and JR is like.
Is he in sweatpants?
No.
Cowboy hat emoji.
He's like very red and has like a weird smile. This is.
Oh yeah, that was definitely WCW JR.
Yeah, this is old school.
Mine says Terry Taylor's challengers often make a serious mistake by judging him to be Mr. Nice Guy underneath his youthful. What the fuck does that say?
Huge.
Choir boyish demeanor. What is that? Is that what Terry Taylor was? He's a raging bull waiting to make itself known. Taylor's incredible strength and stamina have been known to yield devastating consequences.
Oh boy.
Yeah, what the hell?
Goes to Missy Hyatt.
Oh.
Hell yeah,
I
that's
thought.
right.
The
I mean,
thoroughbred
she had sex
horses
with Too Cold
got me.
Scorpio. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was.
Terry Taylor, why the fuck didn't you have sex with Too Cold Scorpio?
You said Scorpio. I said thoroughbred horse. You're right.
Yeah, that's true. That's the real shit.
Madison Rain.
The list is legendary, bro.
TNA podcast coming soon.
Ooh, okay, so
Who you got?
I got the Stinger.
Oh, that's tough.
Nice.
That's tough to beat.
Yeah.
That's tough to beat. I got the Southern Boys, Steve Armstrong and Tracy Smothers.
Oh,
Aw,
Tracy Smothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the worst part of GCW.
I think the card is him too. Fuck.
Well, that'll happen.
No. If ever there were true gentlemen in the sport of professional wrestling, it's these two.
Yeah, sure.
Always taking time to visit children and sign autographs. In addition, they're one of the most powerful forces to contend with in the ring, as Steve Armstrong demonstrates here. And it's just like him, like.
Yeah, Steve
fucking up an
Armstrong
Irish whip.
demonstrates here. Sting's motto apparently was "No pain,
God.
no gain."
The weights kid.
His home was Venice Beach, California. His favorite hold is a Scorpion Deathlock. Ever since Sting won the World Heavyweight title from Ric Flair TM in 1990, their rivalry has been legendary. While Flair knows every hold and counter hold and when to apply them, Sting has youth. He's not old. And the Scorpion Deathlock.
Did it say he's not old?
Verbatim.
Oh, okay.
Give that the Stinger. There's no.
Yeah, I
no
mean,
contest.
fuck. How do you not give that the Stinger? I think
Hell
I got
yeah.
this next one, though.
I
think
doubt
this
it.
Next round's me. All right, what do you got?
I have Jim Ross.
Oh.
What's his favorite
But
hold?
I have the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Oh,
TM?
what?
TM?
That's crazy.
Is there a TM?
TM.
Yes.
TM, yes. TM.
Oh, no. Actually, I win, I think.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right, go on, tell me why.
Because Jim Ross's biggest opponent is tongue twisters. His favorite hold is the microphone.
No, it doesn't say that.
No way.
It
Does it
say
actually
that.
say
Yeah, it actually does say that.
Did you know that Ric Flair's motto is if I asked you what's Ric Flair's motto, what would you say it is?
Woo yeah.
Yeah. Whoa, yeah.
You know, like what's a Ric Flair saying? Give me a Ric Flair saying.
I do coke.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Just one bump.
Well, according to this card, it says his motto is "I'm the latest and the greatest."
That's right.
What the fuck?
That's correct.
Not
No-
only
no
do
pain,
women
no gain.
flip over Ric Ric Flair. So do his opponents.
Oh,
The difference is the opponents don't want to.
his opponents have sex with Ric Flair.
And they don't want to. Unfortunately, Rick doesn't leave them a choice. Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
Step into the ring with Flair and you're in for all kinds of acrobatics.
Oh,
He's
wow.
one wicked warrior.
Ric Flair has sex.
Oh,
That's
Just be fun.
crazy. This dude's crazy. Ric Flair's WWF attitude. I do coke.
Who won that one?
Wait,
What
let me
else
tell you.
is
Let me
there?
read
Oh,
this.
you
one.
gotta- oh, yeah, tell me about Jim Ross.
The
You
biggest
already
opponent's
told us,
tongue
James.
twisters. Favor holds micro. Yeah, but no, I gotta tell you what it says here. Wherever the action is, Jim Ross is sure to be hovering close by with his microphone. Ross calls more wrestling matches than anybody in the sport. He's one of the big names in the business, which is saying a lot because he doesn't have to go to the mat or the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Give it to Ric Flair for fucking people in the ring.
Yeah, he does have sex.
Being a pervert.
I like it.
All right, up next.
I have El Gigante.
Oh, shit. John Gonzalez.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
he's chilling. He's 7'7".
I got
It's Gigante.
Sid Vicious.
Oh,
This
man,
is a
what
tough
the fuck?
round. This is a tough
Couple
round.
big boys there. Sid's motto is, you can run, but you can't hide.
That's
When did he ever?
That's
did he
Ric Flair's
ruin
motto.
Master of the World or something?
Ric Flair said that too. At 6'9", Sid Vicious is the tallest and newest member of the Four Horsemen TM. Arn Anderson TM says, "We've never had a killer in our camp of this
Oh my
magnitude.
God,
Don't
what?
say anything." Just look at him and you know that there's no funny home in those eyes. He is a monster and just wants a place to take out his anguish.
How can we? We're not even every episode. We're not even.
It wasn't on purpose.
There's not even. What?
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Hey, what's your sake?
He kills people.
Oh, God. You want to we should do the episode over. Oh, fuck. You remember Tony's Four Horsemen idea?
No. Oh no! Put it together.
There's never been a way the Four Horsemen.
No.
What the fuck? 1991 hit different.
Tubby said I'll be a little crazy. That's a little quirky.
There was never a one.
Oh
right.
no!
What's El Gigante
El
up to?
Gigante, 7'7". Passage was drafted by the Atlanta Hawks. He said,
Atlanta?
this is one man you do not want to anger, towering above everyone and everything. El Gigante has a definite advantage over any opponent he meets, liked by everyone who meets him. El Gigante is a lovable giant waiting for a chance to dismember the Four Horsemen.
Jesus! Oh, God! Can we stop talking about the fucking Four Horsemen?
There's a
Jesus.
what in the Four Horsemen?
All right, next round. Oh, wait, Tony.
That's a draw right down the middle.
Okay.
No winner.
We all lose.
Oh, there's a what?
All right.
Okay.
I got 5 cards left. So
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I do too.
5-card draw. Let's go.
Oh,
we go.
okay. I have Jimmy Jam Garvin, singles card.
I have Steve Armstrong singles card.
What the fuck?
His favorite holds a flying tackle. Steve and his teammate Tracy Smothers have a motto: guaranteed not to rust, bust, collect dust, bend, break, or splinter.
Oh, shit.
Judging from his performance in the ring, Steve Armstrong lives up to the endorsement. He's got all the qualities of a winning product. That sucks.
Yeah, this card sucks too. He says his middle name
Yeah, I don't
is
want-
Jam. What a dumbass. He goes, what?
Fuck shit about Jimmy Jam Garvin. The fuck?
He said, he said his middle name is Jam, and that that's what happens when you're the greatest rock and roll band on earth. He said some weren't buying that they were the greatest rock and roll band on earth, so the Freebirds bought space in Wrestling Wrap Up Volume 2, Number 8, page 15. All right, someone has to go check Wrestling Wrap Up Volume 2, Number 8, page 15.
It says Steve Armstrong's toughest opponent are the Fabulous Freebirds, by the way. What is did you just have that?
No. It just says Bad Street USA.
Oh, shit.
You win, James, because of that reference on the page and the.
Oh, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, baby.
Okay, go on.
All right. My next card is Dirty Dutch Mantel, baby. Woo!
My next card is the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Yeah.
What the hell?
TM, I got another one, but it has different writing on it.
Oh, it could be a different version.
It's the exact same picture.
Yeah, well, this is 1991. They didn't have a lot of pictures, okay?
This one's number 36, and the other one was number 42. What the fuck?
Yeah, they just didn't have a lot of pictures.
Here's Ric Flair predicting Sting's TM future. Sting, my friend, you're running around with a bad leg on borrowed time. Rick's threatened more than once to reacquaint Sting with a hospital bed, and with over a decade of experience in the ring, he may just do it.
There's a what in the Four Horsemen?
My God!
I almost forgot.
Oh, fuck.
Dutch Mantel, he hails from the Lone Star State, where there are more rodeos per square mile than anywhere else. Instead of wrestling steers, Dutch Mantel prefers a Longhorn.
Oh, Jesus. You can't put that on a card.
What?
You can't say the rest of it.
It's steers a bad word?
No. All right, keep going. You're good.
You don't get this one, but that's okay. You'll catch up.
Thank God.
Okay, so instead of wrestling steers,
Whoa.
Dutch Mantel prefers to lock horns with opponents of the two-leg variety. He lists Flying Brian TM as his toughest opponent.
Flying Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Flair one didn't have any other info. That one sucked.
Really?
All right.
I have Tommy Rich.
What do you got? Flair TM for the win, I guess. Sure.
I got Sting TM.
Ooh.
Again. Or did you have
No,
Sting?
I had
Maybe
Sting.
you had Sting. No pain, no gain, baby.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Same
Tommy
card
Rich
probably,
was
right?
Champion.
I don't think when Sting is primed and ready for battle, the odds can never be in the opponent's favor, even when the grapplers are Sid Vicious TM and Terry Taylor TM.
No damn.
Sting used the Stinger Splash and the Scorpion Deathlock to put them both away. The results were too graphic to photograph.
Oh, all right.
He killed him.
There's a what? In the Four Horsemen?
Tommy Rich, he was a champion once. That's it.
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah,
know it.
Tommy Rich wins.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's bullshit.
Hell yeah.
If it really says he was a champion
I have the
once,
same-
I would-
Last two.
I have the
Last
same
two.
Doom card you had.
Oh. Did
Yeah.
you say the same shit?
When Ron Simmons and Butch Reed, aka Doom, enter the ring, their opponents will have to say "For whom the bell tolls." Is that a Metallica reference?
No.
Yo, there's rules.
Yeah, but mine didn't say that though.
Okay, well, fuck, I win. Metallica reference. Pound
Wait,
for-
hold on. But I got the Steiner brothers.
Oh, what the fuck? But I had Metallica.
Yeah, but I got one of the best tag teams in wrestling. These two brothers have been cheered from coast to coast. Their goal is to, quote unquote, to enhance our reputation as the greatest brother tag team of all time. When these two guys are in the ring, they show no mercy.
The greatest what?
Brothers.
Oh, okay. Second sure.
For whom the bell tolls, sorry, gotta go. with
Hell
Mr.
yeah!
That's bullshit. Disrespect to Big Scotty's gotten Rick.
Yeah, suck it.
Last
Sid
card.
Vicious.
Lex Luger TM.
Oof.
Oh,
This is a rough one. There's a what in the Four
This-
Horsemen?
Who?
Prior to entering the WCW ring in 1986, Lex played professional football. Oh, shit. Yeah,
Damn.
XFL. For 7 years and was a college football star before that. It is obvious that those years in football prepared him for lots of head bashing and body slamming. Lex is one of the most feared wrestlers in the world.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sid here. Vengeance wears an ugly scowl. If it smiles, it does so over a hapless
Are
victim.
you in a Batman thing?
Sid Vicious joined the Four Horsemen with a single dark obsession.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Dude, I hate this.
Oh no!
How many people were in the Four Horsemen?
I almost forgot. Sid Vicious, come on down.
Yeah, what the fuck was Sid's gimmick? He just, like, what the fuck?
It was killer.
I guess that's it. He fears nothing. Where he goes, an ambulance is sure to follow. All right,
no.
Sid.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, all right.
I give Sid the win there.
Wow,
All right. So
I think
overall,
you won,
I think I won.
Pulse. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys
All right.
for listening to
I
that.
don't think that segment's coming back.
No, that's it for 1991 WCW Trading Cards. Thank you so much for listening.
Oh fuck. Wow. All right.
So
Where do we go from there?
I don't know really because all
Where
I'm
do
thinking
we
about
go?
sports.
Well, there's a couple things we can talk about. We can talk about the Matt Riddle Brock kerfluffle.
Oh yeah. Where everyone got work into a shoot.
I don't think I've ever used that word in my vocabulary. Curve spell that.
So I don't fucking know. K-E-R fluffle.
That sounds right.
So I guess before did you guys talk about this or no? I don't think you did.
No, we haven't talked about this at all actually.
Okay, so I believe before the Rumble, Brock. So I'm gonna dumb down what supposedly happened, but supposedly Matt Riddle was backstage and Brock walked up to him and said, "Yo, shut the fuck up. I'm not wrestling in you."
You talk too much.
Let me see the quote. It was alleged that Lesnar then said to Riddle, "Kid, you might as well stop saying my name and tagging me in shit because you and I will never work together ever."
That's what I just can't even imagine that coming out of Brock's mouth. First off, he wouldn't say that many words. I feel like Brock barely talks, so like I can't.
I don't know,
imagine
man.
that
His UFC promos were the shit. I feel like I could see him saying that.
Yeah, but they were, I don't know, they were more bro-ish. That sounds like a corporate, like, yeah, kid, I'm not going to talk anymore to you. Like, what the fuck, bitch? I'd be
Well,
like,
then
fuck you, bitch.
right after the Rumble on the NXT like Performance Center YouTube, I think it was like Riddle. They put up a video with Riddle, and Riddle was like saying like, "Nah, I'm getting that match."
Yeah, that's
like,
like,
he just like. And when I first heard it, I was like, "Oh, they're just doing the Riddle Goldberg thing. Like this doesn't work."
yeah.
But that's what I'm assuming, because and that sounds like a very Heyman thing to like.
That's all WWE is right now is,
Work shoots.
well, yeah, well, they feed shit out via, because there's, like, I don't know what the deal is recently. I think it's just because, like, Twitter started, like, hyping them up, or maybe the quote retweeting them so they get more followers and stuff. There's, like, an influx of, like, just garbage dirt sheet shit. Where, like, there's, like, 40 different outlets now compared to, there was, like, Lords of Pain and, like, No DQ, and, there was
Raja.
yeah. There was, like, there's a very,
Raja
very
was
few.
the shit back in the day.
But yeah, like recently it's just like they feed out some bullshit, or some site just completely makes it up, and then that WWE makes a YouTube video on the WWE PC channel, and they're like, "Huh, does it work?" So like, that just seems to be exactly what it is recently, and it works
I would
because
love for it to be real.
yeah, no,
That'd be sweet if it
I
was
would
real.
let them just fight for real. Yeah, just get
Oh
them-
my god, that'd be awesome. Yeah, fuck weight classes. Let's
we
go.
actually talked about that in my Discord. Like, if Riddle were to face Brock right now, like who would win an issue fight? But I mean, like, there's no like realistic
What does
situation.
Riddle weigh?
Yeah, there's no realistic situation where Brock doesn't just sit on top of. Like, there's no.
Yeah, he would like.
You
just
can't trans.
mold.
Yeah, Riddle can't transition Brock. Like, are you kidding me? Like, they got on the ground. It's like Brock would literally just push him down. He's like at least 80 or 90 pounds
He
heavier.
would just swing him like
Yeah.
a baseball bat. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, Riddle is
No,
like
yeah.
really good. I mean, his finish is a shoot move, anyways. He just doesn't do it correctly. He just because I mean.
Yeah, but you don't want to kill somebody in the ring. Probably.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah, I
probably
mean,
gets,
it's
like
dangerous.
flashbacks.
It's like legit dangerous.
It'd be. I hope not that. I don't know if I want to say I hope because it probably would be dangerous. But I would get a little giggle if like he goes to put it in and he forgets. Like he gets like. PTSD
He gets into it.
to like do a shoot fight and like locks it in for real.
Oh yeah, that move can straight up kill somebody. Yeah, that's just
Yeah,
crazy.
it's no joke, dude. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So
Yeah, I mean, first off, he's never ever getting that move on Brock. First off, because the weight difference is there's too much.
Yeah.
There's too much girth in Brock Lesnar for him to lock in a
Brock
twister.
could just drop him 12-6 right on his head. Like
Yeah, I mean,
like,
a couple hammer
disgusting.
fists and he's not moving. So like, yeah, I mean, that was like Brock's UFC career in a nutshell. So
That's probably one of the Brock matches I would like to see, though. I mean, I like seeing Brock matches in general, but like him and
Yeah,
Riddle,
dude.
I think that'd be a really cool program, especially if Heyman had anything to like do with it.
yeah, I mean, we've been
Pretty sweet.
singing Brock's praises for like a year now, and it's nice that people are starting to come around. Like, well, I think people are going to start coming around now. I think John Cena said he liked him, so like that'll
John
start.
Cena said he's one of the greatest
Hey,
of all
man,
time,
that's a
brother.
seal of approval, baby.
Yeah. So like now, I'm glad like people are gonna be like, oh, maybe it wasn't like the worst. There was a period of time where I was like, I don't know, maybe I think I just looked at wrestling differently. Where I was like, oh, Brock's coming in here, and I don't know, I was kind of stuck in a shit. Like, I don't know. I think people are still stuck in that in a way where, like, you know, Brock's coming in, he works part-time, and he does short matches or whatever. But, like, yeah, I'm so into that.
There was a couple matches that, like,
I think that was around the time.
Too,
I think it's the Dean Ambrose
It was like
stuff.
him and Joe. I wasn't. Yeah, that one. I was like, they were putting him against big dudes, and I feel like Brock has his best matches with like dudes that are half his size.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Kane one was really good. The Kane Velasquez.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, not actual Kane.
I was like, the big red machine?
No, that match was awesome.
I don't know how I mean, now, like, if I watch it now, it's like, cool, that's a little match. But, like, I also am not crazy about, like, fake shoot fight matches. Because I feel like that's what that was. I like short matches, but, like, if I want to watch MMA, I'll just watch MMA. I don't need to watch, like, them two pretend to
Okay,
do
so you guys heard it here. Then Johnny's not with Inokiism, so he's a bit.
No, I'm not. Sorry.
Come on, man, that shit was dope. Like every match. I mean, it's dope because every match isn't
they
that match.
They should just beat each other up. I don't need to see.
Well,
Kimura.
like, I mean, you didn't like the fucking. I still remember this. I like the fucking where he went to hit Kane, like went for a punch and he hit Brock and it fucking stumbled him back. Like that was so dope. That was like
that was cool.
Yeah,
but
yeah. That match
I guess
was dope.
I expected more. Maybe like not just like. The MMA part, I mean, in like the term of like how quick it was, like it was a flash finish, but like
yeah, I actually think wrestling needs more flash finishes. I feel like I was talking about that on live stream the other day. I'm like, man, how cool would it be if like they ended more matches in like where the referee just like he's like this, like I can't remember what else. It was like the Royal Rumble.
Oh, I love the Goldberg Brock match. Don't get me wrong. Like,
well,
that
yeah,
was a flash finish. I love that. That was awesome.
What was it's like the Royal Rumble where I think it might have been somebody was on the ground. It was somebody. And they were on the ground, and they came in, and they just started, like, beating on them. And, like, I'm like, damn, they're not even, like, defending themselves. Like, what if the referee just stopped the match right there? Like, oh, they're not fucking defending themselves. Like, I saw this match. You know what I mean? It's weird. WWE's in a position where, like, most of the audience wants these 45-minute Johnny Gargano matches. I'm like, so not into that.
Don't get me wrong. 10 minutes less. Give me a solid. I've talked to Tony about this.
Yeah, you like the sprint wrestling.
I love me some sprint wrestling. Don't get me wrong. But I think I was expecting, like, I knew Brock and Kane were going to reference MMA shit. Like, that's just a given. But
and it ruled.
I guess I didn't hate it. I just was expecting more.
I would have not wanted them to wrestle a match. Like, that's the thing. Is like, I
wanted them to just, like, hoss fight each other.
Well, speaking of that, there was actually a match that actually went kind of long. It was like it felt like at least 20 minutes. Might not have been actually. Goto and Shingo at the New Beginning in Sapporo. Yeah, that match kicked ass.
Yeah, that shit's sweet. Yeah.
Except for Goto dropped the fucking belt. If we could like not,
they clown Goto forever, man. Like,
he's got to go back under the waterfall. He's got to go back under the waterfall, baby. I don't know what I was like, damn, this match is hot. Like he brought out the Shoten Kai again. I'm like, oh, okay, we're doing it. I love Shingo, by the way. He's fantastic.
Oh, he's the fucking man. Dude.
Yeah, I think Shingo probably had one of the best years last year out of.
They're doing him and Dickinson WrestleMania week at one of those.
Oh,
shows.
I saw that they announced that actually. Yeah, Dickinson's like just going through like a big Puro phase right now, where he's just like, I'm gonna face everybody.
He's just fucking. He's like fighting everyone outside of Japan. Like he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
No company wants to book him, but they'll
oh fuck the GCW in Japan shows are this week.
That's tonight, ain't it?
Is it tonight?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not like
tonight our time?
Monday night.
Oh, okay.
I mean.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Those cards are, I mean.
But I don't know. I know they're happening. I don't know when they air on Fight. It might be a couple days after.
Ah, okay. So it's not live?
No. It wasn't live last time either, though. Okay.
Well, I mean, I definitely want to check this out, so.
Did you see the last ones?
No, I never. Like, I just heard about them.
They were they were fucking sweet. Yeah. Like, then I think they even got a bigger crew going over this time too. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm totally not against long matches. Like 20, 30, like the Okada and Ibushi match from first night at Wrestle Kingdom was really good. Even though I feel like like I don't know. Like I watch some matches, I'm like, oh, okay, like like all right, I don't know. There's something special.
It's gonna go long, and like you're waiting for it to hit that like okay, time to fire up time. It's like fuck, it's kind of a drag.
Like,
but then there's matches like one of my favorite matches ever, and we talked about it earlier. Shibata and Okada, Shibata's last match. Like that's like 45, 50 minutes, but it's like
sex.
Yeah. It's like a fucking fight for every minute of it. It rules. Like
you have to convince me that like you have to convince. It's weird. So in Shingo and Goto, like they didn't drop headlocks the whole match. They just lariat the shit out of each other. And like they weren't like moving. Yeah, they weren't like one of my favorite spots in that match was like they would just lariat each other and then they didn't move. And then like Shingo finally got the upper hand on him and like I was like, oh, that's so dope. Where he like they closed on each other at the same time and Shingo didn't fall, but Goto did.
That shit's sick.
Yeah, I love that spot
rules.
so much.
Yeah.
But sometimes like Okada has he definitely has a, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is. He has a tendency.
Formula?
He has a tendency to drop a headlock quite a lot.
Sure.
Where it's like, oh, he's like we're just pissing in the wind here, like you know what I mean, like let's get it going
come
here.
On,
hit your fucking spots. Yeah, there's definitely I'm definitely like when I don't know, like I'm starting to get so over the whole tie up thing. The match has to call for a tie up. Like I'm starting to get over a lot of that. Like a lot of wrestlers don't think about the beginning of the match; they just care about the end of the match, and it's like.
Sure.
Which Joshi doesn't have that problem at all, like every beginning of the match is fucking different. Like every matchup means something in the way that they start.
I think that might come from like, and maybe I'm an example of why this works, but usually like the last like 10 minutes of the match is all I'm going to remember anyway. So like,
no, I agree with you.
Guess,
like an average match.
I would
with a
love if I
finish.
could remember the whole thing though. Yeah.
But there's something. Well, that's why also like when you stuff 3 45-minute matches on the same card, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm never going to remember any of this. Which is why I think a lot of them like just drop a fucking tie up into a headlock and they just sit on it for 10 minutes. Which is like not the case. Otherwise, like most matches, like big title matches in Joshi are like 15 minutes. So it's like every minute counts. And that's why I like a lot of the Attitude Era stuff. People are like, the wrestling wasn't great in the Attitude Era. I'm like, bullshit. Like this 6-minute Matt Hardy match where he fucking he runs straight at him and they fucking railroad each other and he's like, oh, Splash Mountain 2 minutes in. Fuck, this rules.
So, there's a lot of stuff like during that era like that definitely sucked. But
there's a lot of stuff in this era that sucked.
So but no, just in terms not match wise, like more like story wise. And I think that's a lot of stuff that people harp on about the Attitude Era. Is like it's like this, crash TV shit. But going back and watching that stuff, it's so much easier to digest when I get like 10 matches, but all of them are like 4 minutes. It's like, oh shit, cool, let's keep going. Like, sprint TV show. All right, let's go.
Yeah, it rules. Like there's no a lot of it's not 50-50 shit either. It's like someone's clearly getting over in every match. You know what I mean?
Because they had like a purpose, like everything meant they really had a story for everything.
That's like one of my big AEW issues right now is like every match is 50-50 split, like the Kip Sabian and Cody Rhodes shit. Like, why did Kip Sabian get any offense on this fucking dude? Are you kidding me?
That match was so long.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, just fucking beat him. Just like no one's buying this. You know what I mean? Like no one is buying this 2 commercial fucking Kip Sabian keeping up. Like Cody's like your big dog here, dude. He's like the man, right? Like the dude comes out with fucking pyro. Kip Sabian comes out. He's like, my finisher is a Harry Potter reference. Like, what the fuck? Beat this dude. Like, just beat this guy. Like, it's just like that's just stuff like that.
Well, Cody's in this whole like thing of making stars thing, so he's trying to make Kip Sabian, but
well, Darby Allin's made. That's how you make somebody, like Kip Sabian on TV where he's like having a feud with Joey Janela over penises and Penelope. It's like, oh, okay, this is you ain't making nobody here, Playboy.
That's like there's how many like obnoxious heels can you have before it's like, all right, like you're all like the same, like he's like
I agree with you on that. There's a lot of redundancy in the characters, honestly. I mean, there's a lot of different faces, but a lot of them gotta have the same spiel. We can talk about AEW Spooky. If you want. Yeah, Spooky's a big one. We
can either get into AEW or we can, before we get into that, talk about John Morrison.
No. I'm on an AEW stick. I want to talk about that first, and then we'll talk about John Morrison.
Still, don't we have to talk about the rest of the rundown stuff of the WWE?
I mean,
let's talk. Fuck it. Let's talk about George Barrios and Michelle Wilson. Let's get it, baby.
That dude got big head.
George, he's out of here, man.
That dude got a big head dome piece.
Yeah, we ain't got to talk about that shit. Like, who gives a fuck? Frank Riddick will serve as interim CFO while WB stock continues to fall by the second.
Oh, he's going to do their music?
Yeah, congrats.
The CFOs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that, I haven't, I've looked around, so I've been trying to like read up on it. There's a lot of information all over the place about it as to why it happened. It seems the not consensus, but it's leaning heavily that there's a like quarterly report happening. Either happened already or it's
I think
this
it's happening
Thursday.
I think it's happening this
Is it
week.
this Thursday?
I'm thinking it's this week. If not, it already happened.
Yeah, and it's like they fired them as like a way to say, listen, hey, we fucked up and it was their fault, but we got rid of them, so don't worry about it.
They were there for like 10 years though, right? Wasn't that the deal?
Something like that, yeah. So, yeah, they're gone, and it probably long term, they're just going to hire 2 other jerk-offs, and it's probably going to not really change anything for us, so unless you care about business stuff like our friend Tubby Emu.
I don't think this won't change anything, right? Unless Vince is leaving for the XFL.
Everything's fucking changing, dude. Are you kidding me?
Well, one thing that I don't know if this had anything to do with that, but WWE are doing less house shows now, or at least for the month of February. And supposedly, like the roster didn't find out until like the sheets went around for like their travel and stuff, which is kind of shitty because they get paid on house shows, and that's where like a lot of these dudes make their money because they're not like selling T-shirts for.
Ooh, I actually talked to one of my sources. This is actually a direct response to AEW beating the fucking brakes off of NXT every single week.
Yeah, get shit on, pussy.
Yeah, it's actually a direct response. They said, "Oh, we'll just do what they're doing in Jacksonville."
We're just gonna get rid of house shows and just run the TV events.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
But like you were saying,
so
Johnny,
more
this is
spooky
kind of
characters too.
It's almost like the indie guys and their merch tables, right? This is where all the talent makes a lot of their merch sale money, right? At the house show.
I don't know
event.
if it's but they get paid like this. Like if you don't work a house show, you don't get paid for a house show. You know what I mean? Like it's not like salary.
Well, I know that John Cena always used to make a shit ton of money off live events.
John Cena is also
no, I mean just like
a lot different than Primo Colo.
No, I mean merchandise-wise, he would make a bunch of live events.
Oh, absolutely.
Shows. So
yeah, if you don't show up to it, I mean, you can have your shirts at live events, but you don't show up, no one's buying the shirt. I mean, that's how it is in Japan too.
Hey, well, actually, by the way, the number one selling shirt was a John Cena shirt at a live event I went once, and he wasn't even on the show. So there you go.
No, he kind of surpassed. I mean, like there's an outlier.
Yeah,
but like they put his shirts up in front of like all the other people that are actually working their ass off. But
hey man, if I was a shitty little kid, I'd want to buy a John Cena shirt too over
a shitty little kid.
The Fiend?
Why are you making fun of our audience?
The motherfucking Fiend?
The friend. So yeah, man, WWE's dying.
Yeah, that's good.
Speaking of WWE, what about Ryback? What about Ryback in WWE?
Yeah, the last thing. I mean, the Bella Twins are fucking. That's the other thing I had written down. That's cool.
I thought there was another word there. There wasn't. They're just fucking. Yeah, I thought that was. I thought it was like a adjective or something.
No. Period. Bella Twins fucking.
Oh, they fucking.
Dot.
Nice.
Full stop.
Buy a Deadlock shirt.
Good for them. You sell baby Deadlock shirts?
Yeah, don't let John Cena be the number one merch seller. All right, let Deadlock be number one merch seller.
So before we get into AEW, Ryback, the big guy, tweeted out. I believe this was Saturday. He said, publicly asking at WWE, at Vince McMahon, at Triple H to let the Ryback trademark go. It wasn't created by them, and trying to make someone spend nearly $200,000 to keep their legal name and brand is petty and unnecessary. Please move on and erase me from your history and programming. Praying emoji.
Praying emoji. Thank you, Ryback.
So 200.
You brought this up earlier, Tony. You were saying that's his legal name now. So
yes,
and he says it here. So I guess you're right. His name is Shoot Ryback.
His name is not Shoot Ryback. It's just Ryback.
Shoot Ryback.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But WWE owns a trademark on Ryback. So would he have to be like Ryback Reeves then if he wants to use that on the independent scene?
If it's your real name,
he's not even wrestling. He's not even wrestling. What is he like?
He
wants to sell milk.
He's coming back.
He's not coming back, is he?
He's going.
Where's he going?
He's scoops say that he's going to
Tony Scoopsman.
He's going to AEW.
He ain't going nowhere. He's got like a fused neck. He can barely walk.
Listen. You obviously don't watch the product, so you don't go watch.
I watch
the Ryback
Ryback's
mukbang.
product.
You watch the Ryback
They've been hyping
mukbang?
up Ryback.
He on his show, he is actually trying to make a comeback to wrestling. So
really.
And he's putting his feelers out there to AEW or any other company. He said, "Fuck WWE, I'm never going back there."
He's spending $200,000 on lawyers to like.
He
say,
wants to
like,
get
hey,
that
it's me.
name, and he wants to say that he had it before WWE, and that he.
Why
So
doesn't
WWE's only keeping it because they're jerk offs,
'Cause
right?
they're-
Like, there's
'cause
what
they
other reason
suck,
is there to
yeah.
keep it?
Because
why doesn't he just say calls it Rye Front? That'll work.
Why isn't he just the big guy?
Yeah.
That's such a cooler name. Ryback. I'm the big guy.
Probably took that too.
You might be right. I mean, shit. Like,
he could just do Feed Me More. He has that name.
he wants to be erased from the history of WWE.
What does that even mean?
How WWE would change forever if we forgot about Ryback. Let's think of all the things he's done.
Now, really, can they actually erase a wrestler WWE from history? I don't know if they've ever done that.
There's only a couple ways. You either join AEW or
Join the
you
Four Horsemen.
Join the Four Horsemen.
Oh no!
There's a what in the force?
Oh no! Almost forgot. Ryback, come on down.
The Fourth Horseman, the big guy. Right front.
You know, AEW should do those trading cards so they can write those things on the back.
Jericho's car is just a theme song lyrics.
I become, man.
Dude, Ryback can be named anything else. Like, you don't need that name.
Does he
Dude,
think?
just call yourself the big fucking doofus.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, just any other name will
Worked
be
for
okay.
Jake Hagar. It worked great.
Yeah, like
The Big
no
Hurt.
one cares about the name.
The Big Hurt and the Big Guy.
Oh, Ryback put up his Super Bowl review.
Ryback does this like hour-long show after WWE pay-per-views where he puts on a wig and then like,
What?
yeah, you're out of the Four Horsemen, buddy. So,
Wait, does he really?
yeah, so he does a
What do you
thing
mean?
after he does a
What do you
podcast
mean?
after shows like WWE shows, and he like
Yeah?
I think his name is Mark, and he puts on a wig and he talks about work rate.
Oh, he's trying to be like a
I was
smart-
like, oh, ha ha ha, and then he went for an hour talking like, big man. I was like, an hour.
Somebody tweeted up, said, just change your name to Cryback. Get shit on, idiot.
Oh no!
He said, thanks, buddy.
You're not in the Four Horsemen anymore.
Thanks,
Cryback's
buddy.
such a better name.
Oh, that is a good name.
You can literally do anything. We don't care, Ryback. He thinks he has like big stock in that brand of Ryback. Like he built up this huge brand, and
They could have
Ryback
done way more with
rules.
Ryback. Not for nothing.
Yeah,
Not
hell
for
yeah.
nothing.
He was
Like,
a legitimate star at one point. Like
he
just
should
waiting.
have beat Punk.
you know
and
who
I'll
else
go
was
to
a
my grave
legitimate
with
star? Was John Morrison.
That. Oh,
Who?
boy. We do that now? Let's go.
John
Let's do it now. I
Morrison
feel like
was
doing
a
the same.
star. Okay,
So
James.
Tony,
Alright.
let's. I will.
I'm not even on about the
You want
Starship
you want to
Pain stuff,
mediate?
but-
You want to mediate this?
Yeah, I'll mediate this. I want to. So the issue here is this is a Twitter rumblings between Tony Pizza Guy and this fat boy over here.
Fat boy.
Is that the issue of John Morrison and whether or not he sucks, and if it's because he just sucks now because he's old, or if he always sucked. Tony seems to think that he was good at one point, and that Mr. Pulse here does not appreciate him now because he didn't see him at his best. So I don't know who would like to begin. Pulse, I feel like you have a strong feeling
All right,
about
yeah,
this more
yeah,
so.
I'll
So
go
feel
first.
Feel free to.
All right, first
give your
off,
thoughts on John Morrison.
The Starship Pain is probably the worst move of all time. Just flat out.
What about worse than the split-legged moonsault? The regular split-legged moonsault?
Yeah, so
The
like RVD
split leg?
split leg rules.
That shit ruled.
Naomi's split leg rules. That's a good move. It honestly is a good move. I don't think it's a finishing move by any means most of the time, but it's a good move.
Right.
So John Morrison took a move that was already really good, and he said, "I'm gonna ruin it." So he's like, so he's
I
like,
like
"I'm
this
gonna
neck
do,
breaker thing.
yeah, I'm gonna do a bunch of twists or whatever." So he does a bunch of twists, and I think maybe he's hit that move twice,
3 times.
Yeah, over 15 years.
Hey, he did it off a cage once, okay?
Look.
How? What?
Here's
Wait.
here's the argument with John Morrison.
Is that real?
Yeah, it's real.
Here's the like the big argument with John Morrison. The move looks cool. So does it? Is it more the idea of the move? Is what you're trying to tell me is that the idea of the move is cool or the move looks cool? Because him not hitting the move ever does not make it cool. Like him missing every time, this does not look cool. It looks like poopy.
What do you think about the WWE All-Stars version of the Starship Pain?
Oh, well, that's different.
Lit.
I actually thought about that too. I'm like, I think maybe the video game has skewed. Like if you never saw a video game version of the Starship Pain and you only saw, like if you never saw a frame perfect version. Yeah, if you never saw a frame perfect version of the Starship Pain on a video game ever, and you only saw John Morrison missing for 15 straight years, would you think that this move kicks ass? Probably fucking not. Like, are you kidding me?
So Tony, you like the move?
I think the move's okay. I don't think that. I don't think it's like the greatest move ever. I think my argument was more of like John Morrison ruled, but James thinks John Morrison.
In general, I'm just seeing what you thought about this Starship.
Yeah, he never really hit it. I mean, it was like I said, the neckbreaker thing was better. The neckbreaker, whatever he did.
Yeah,
that move was way better.
Moonlight Drive.
There you go. That's the name of it. But James was going on more about how he sucked altogether. John Morrison was.
Do you
always
just think
bad.
his move sucks?
No. Okay. So yeah. No, I think the Starship Pain's garbage.
Sure.
But I think
Tony
John
seems
Morrison.
to be okay with that.
Yeah, John Morrison's he is definitely a good hand. Like having him on the show is like. Boy,
here we go. Sean Spears all over again.
I mean, like if I wouldn't, if I'm booking, if I'm booking and I have John Morrison and a pool of people I can book, he would definitely be in like the second match of the card. Like you need somebody there, and that's cool.
Sure.
I definitely don't like people are like hyped, like legitimately hyped, and I think that's just because they spent their like impressionable year, like people outside of that era that didn't grow up during that impressionable period in their youth, where they were watching WWE, and like they have these like I don't know, just they remember back to like, oh yeah, Randy Orton was really cool, and Ted DiBiase and John Morrison. It's like, man, this was like not a great time period in WWE.
A majority of I feel like a lot of it came up because of Morrison, how they handled him in the Rumble, because I think.
Well, I'm talking about why people like Morrison in general. Like,
I'm just saying why this all came up. Like,
oh no, it came up because I just saw the Starship Pain. I said this shit sucked. That's why.
How do you feel about how he was handled in the Rumble?
Oh, I don't care at all. Yeah, like not even a blip on the radar. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even remember he was in the Rumble.
It was bad how they handled him in the Rumble?
I mean, they could have done more, but it was Brock doing his thing, so that was what they wanted to do.
He came in and he got shit on immediately.
Yeah, he's like 40-something, he can't do anything, so like, get out.
The big problem is they fucking announce it on WWE Backstage, and then they make it all lame, and then he's on SmackDown before then, and they couldn't just be a surprise in the Rumble.
He got signed in, and they immediately like make sure everyone knows that he is still the same loser he was when he left. Like he left, he was like world champ in TNA, and like he did stuff in Lucha Underground. He was like doing stuff. He's still the same exact guy, but like they come back WWE and like WWE's like, nah.
Well, they intentionally gimped him. I mean, to be honest, yeah. I mean, he was never going to be anything more than what he is right now. I mean, like, what are they going to bring him back and put him in a world title? I mean, he'd get exposed immediately.
Do you think he could have been?
No, absolutely. What?
They could have had him not come out during the Brock bit.
Why? I mean, what? Like, why?
Why
not?
sign a guy just to like shit on him immediately?
Yeah, that to me just like that's just like
why
spiteful
not?
Or something.
He's the fucking one that signed it. I mean, like what else are you gonna do? It? You don't sign everybody to throw them into the main event. I mean, you just sign like they signed them. They got some YouTube views.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to squash everyone that isn't going to be in the main event.
I mean, is he squashed? Like what?
Not squashed. No, but I think if I sign somebody and it's like supposed to be like, oh, this is like a return, and like people are happy about it, and then
he did his thing. He did the
make everyone know he's like a dork. Like I think it's kind of a waste.
Well, I mean, he did the slow mo. Like what else you want to do? He did slow mo. He did the Starship Pain. Like what else do you want this guy to do?
Do a cool thing in the Rumble. That's what he does.
What, you want to win the Rumble? John Morrison's going to WrestleMania?
No, just give him a little chansky. Give him a little try.
He stayed in there for 5 seconds, didn't he? That's more than most people do with Brock. I'm just saying, like, what else you want this guy to do? Like, there's like, if you didn't mention him being in the Royal Rumble, I wouldn't even remember he was in there. So, like, was he even hurt by being eliminated?
Right there, that you didn't know.
What's the problem? Not everyone on the card can be the main event.
Sign somebody to come back.
No, but that doesn't also mean everyone has to be our jobber either.
He can have a shine for a few minutes, not like in and out. Give him something to do.
Like, you can keep his stock for a little at least.
Especially
there was no
"Hey, fuck this
stock.
guy."
They gimped him before he even started. There was no.
Yeah, but that's the issue. Why?
issue. They should have not gimped him before he came. They should have.
But like, if they didn't gimp him and he came back as the same dude he was 15 years ago, so now, okay, he's the same dude he was 15 years ago, but he's 40 now. Like what?
Yeah, that's cool.
That's his character progression from when he left to now is that he's 40 now. So like
30.
And parkour is no longer cool anymore. So
yeah, I don't know what you do with John Morrison. I think that like,
well, it's not. I mean, you wouldn't sign him either, though. Is the thing.
They're gonna tag him up
if
with
John
Miz
Morrison
and win the tag titles, right?
I mean, he has history in the WWE. He's someone that people remember. You can put him on TV immediately in any feud. Like I said, he's a good hand. He's a utility guy that they can throw in there. He's not going to have any memorable matches. They're not going to put him in there for more than 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to have 10-minute or less matches. He does his slow-mo thing. They're
if you're lucky.
Ooh. Yeah, he's like, ooh, there's John Morrison. It's like, yeah. Oh, you remember him back in 2008? I'm like, yeah, that was cool, I think. And then, like, whatever. You know, I mean, he's just a guy that kind of gives a rub to other people based on nostalgia. I mean, like, there's nothing else you can do with him.
I guess his style from what he used to do is not the style like that.
What did he even used to do?
Back in all the crazy shit he did back in
the Flippy Boys.
He did a bunch of flip. Like, he's not even.
But
like,
now, but that was
like milk.
That was pre PWG, WWE Steel and all that, and now like his crazy stuff was like nothing compared to what is going on now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like.
But I'm saying there still was value back in the day with John Morrison, but maybe not at this current time.
I mean, if John Morrison, he's got a family. What? John Morrison's got a family, right? Like, he's got a wife. Like, she's like the Impact. Yeah, like, if he wants to get paid for 5 years and WWE is willing to pay him for 5 years, then like, fuck it, just join. He knew what he was getting himself in. Like, there's no way they were like John wasn't like a hot free agent that was like, you know, people were bidding on him, or you know what I mean? Like he worked TNA for a while.
Wasn't gonna sign him or anything.
Yeah. He was working TNA. He had a world champion run. Like, it wasn't the worst thing ever, but like, it wasn't anything game changing. He had he's getting older. One last run in the Fed. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, he knew what was getting him. They didn't go. Triple H didn't be like, all right, man, we're gonna put you to the moon, baby. It's time for the Morrison. You know what I mean?
I mean, I could hear him say that.
I feel like Triple H says that to everybody. Right back. We're gonna take your name and put. That's actually what they did.
They could have said John Morrison come back as Ryback. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, they got the name. Just give it to him.
Oh my god, that would have been hilarious. Here's Ryback.
Could WWE do that? Like,
yes, they did it with Diesel and Razor.
They own the name, right? They could just give it to anybody.
Yeah,
remember the Diesel and Razor? They did it.
Yeah, they could do whatever the fuck they wanted to. Talking to somebody that I wanted, you know, I want to move on to someone because this argument was just going nowhere. I want to move on to someone that like actually has stock right now, and that's Luke Harper.
Big Brody.
Yeah. So Dirt Sheets are saying he's going to expect to sign with AEW. He was in the Sammy Guevara vlog where Sammy was backstage and Luke Harper was hanging out at AEW show already. I want him to be in AEW.
The rumor is he's going. I don't know how
he is definitely
for sure it is.
He's definitely a TV wrestler now, you know?
Yeah, but like that's okay too, though. Like, I mean,
no, that's good. That's why I want him in AEW. I don't think he needs a big. He definitely doesn't need a Mox run, if that makes sense. Like, just
that's what. Where would you fit him if you had to? Right, like right now, like he's debuting like the Dynamite after Revolution.
Well, I mean, we talked about it a little bit. I mean, it sounds like just a easy throw, you know, throwing a dart, but like, you know, the Dark Order stuff. I mean.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone says that, and that's fine because I mean, it's not a bad thing.
Is there still rumor that Matt Hardy is going to do the Dark Order stuff?
That is still, I still hear that like Matt Hardy.
He's re-signing. Let's be real.
His contract's up the 1st, which is what, the day after Revolution.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere, man.
So you think Matt Hardy's doing that thing where like he's trying to bid out and then get higher stock?
I think that's what everyone's fucking doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, the fucking Revival asked for the release again this week.
Yeah, I heard that.
Really? 5 more years, they're coming back.
Like, I feel like the Revival genuinely wants to get out, though. I don't know if that's
I do too.
I feel like they ask like every 3 months.
After WrestleMania, I think, is when they can leave. If I remember correctly.
I forget. Yeah, we did talk about the time he's up, but like, I think it might be April.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I mean, like, I also wouldn't mind like Harper being on his own. I think he can. He's got a presence of his own. He could just run in and come in and big boot people. He can be the 911 of fucking AEW. That'd be cool for me.
Just choke slam people through tables. Oh yeah,
dude. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I think the Dark Order is getting there. I think people are starting to turn a corner on them.
I hope so.
I do think that they need a person. They need a name. They just need a name.
Their name's the Dark Order.
You didn't even let me tell. I didn't get to tell you. No,
James, you already told us.
No, I mean, they need somebody there that's worth something.
Yeah, I think he would. That'd be cool. Yeah.
What, QT Marshall wouldn't do it for you?
Oh fuck!
I mean, like, what is the Dark Order right now? It's Super Smash Bros, the Beaver Boys, and some dude that
Pride
has
Brandon
hair.
Cutler.
Yeah, Brandon Cutler.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, they definitely need a name. And they've been teasing something, right? I mean, like we've talked about it before.
Whatever this Exalted one.
Yeah,
is.
so they've been teasing that there's someone there. So obviously they're going to come up with something. And it's not going to be someone that's already with the company. I can't imagine. Like, oh, it's Brandy. It's Brandy. It's
Dude,
Brandy
I feel like every I hate when wrestling companies do that when there's like a mystery opponent or like, oh, we're gonna reveal something and it's just like
they're here.
It's just somebody that was already here. Like that's
Or it's Luther.
Oh fuck.
Japanese deathmatch legend.
Is that
I don't know.
That's Luther.
I don't know. Because something happened on Dark, pertaining to your favorite team, the Nightmare Collective, but I don't know if
are they ditching that or not?
All right, so if you don't want Dark spoilers, don't listen for.
No one cares.
So Mel and Luther jumped Kong on Dark. I don't know if that means they're gonna, and Brandy's doing this this therapy thing, so I don't know if they're already abandoning ship with that, or Kong is just not in wrestling condition and they're just writing her off already.
Wasn't there issues Kong was supposed to be in a tag match and Brandy had to replace her?
Yeah, she got hurt, and now they did this. I think they did a tag on Dark, and
Kong
lost,
is definitely past.
They jumped her.
Yeah, Kong is definitely past being anything
She's
they
not
hype with
TNA
her.
08 Kong.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
What do you
there's
have to
a
think
reason
Mel
they
is
didn't.
thinking right now, though, after she shaved her head for the hair gimmick?
Oh, they're
Oops.
my bad. Yeah.
The Young Bucks are backstage just taping it back to her head. I'm so sorry.
Did you ever see that episode of Beavis and Butthead? They were trying to buy beer or something, so they shaved off their pubes and glued them to their face.
Yeah, I think the Bucks should do that with Mel.
They should, or
just keep her bald and call her Ryback.
The Exalted One, Ryback.
He comes out in his wig.
Of pubes.
Hey, it's me, not Ryback.
It's me,
He should
Mark.
just be called not Ryback.
One word, not N-O-T.
No, his first name should be Rye and his last name should be Bag.
RYE.
Rye.
Feed me bread.
I do coke.
All right, AEW Dynamite, baby.
Almost forgot.
Finally, thank God. All
Listen,
right.
man, this is what the show has become. We got a lot of bullshit to get through first.
If I can talk about stocks and shit. Oh, here we go. All right, so all right, so we kick off the evening. Jon Moxley, thank God he had an eye patch, bro. Thank God, I was so happy.
Yeah, that's it. I like that there's kind of bandages underneath it too, because it definitely doesn't fit his eye.
Yeah,
you
it
can
fell
always
off
see
at
underneath
certain
it.
points, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
went
they're in Ohio, so he's big hometown boy.
Oh, hi.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
H-I. Oh, whatever he was doing. I don't know
Yeah.
what that thing is.
Yeah.
I
That's how
don't
you
know what
spell
was
it.
going. Sports.
Sports.
Jericho and Moxley had a pretty good promo back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
The crowd tried to sing along with Judas, but they only knew the hook, so that didn't
Dude,
work.
did you notice how long fucking Jericho waited for them to get to the fucking... He kept pacing back and forth on his stage. He's like, these motherfuckers gonna sing this.
he said something too. He's like, Cleveland, you're stupid. Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. This was good though, because I think Moxley's just a good promo in the first place.
He's there's no when it comes to getting the crowd ready for a show, starting off with a Moxley promo is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And Jericho's really good too, man.
The fucking Inner Circles theme sucks. It's a common theme with all the songs on the show, but now they have a theme song. Jericho calls him out, and this song sucks.
I thought, but Santana and Ortiz, though, that hits. I like that song.
I like that song.
Yeah.
I love
But
that
the Inner
song.
Circle song does suck. Like, they did that on
Yeah.
purpose just so they could get the new song on.
Yeah, they just wanted to debut this song.
And they're
The
like,
crowd should have sang it.
they're like, oh yeah.
I become it.
Jericho introduced the Street Thugs. He said,
Yeah.
we legitimately have South Bronx Street Thugs. I said,
Yeah,
I
but,
thought he
like-
was talking about Santana and Ortiz at first. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. But then, like, actual people came out and said, oh, okay.
They started coming out, and I thought like at least 3 of them were Eddie Kingston. I was really excited, and none of them were.
Yeah, they were literally
Eddie
just
Kingstons.
random people.
That sounds like a universe mode thing.
And then Mox was like, "All right, well, I got all these people. Like the whole arena's on my side." I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool."
It would have been
Yeah, I thought
sweet
the
if they
crowd
were
was gonna
throwing
jump 'em.
chairs in the ring, like ECW style.
They should have had some plants run up on them.
I thought there was gonna. I don't know. The segment was interesting. So Moxley jumps all of them, and then
Which is awesome.
yeah, no, that was great. But then like the way the segment ended was like, okay, now we're moving on to the next part of the show.
Why the fuck? Yeah. Why did they do the Street Thugs thing at all? They did nothing.
The Street Thugs, the South Bronx gang came out, and Moxley attacked him, and then said, "All right, and next we have MJF and Wardlow."
Yeah, like what the fuck? They did. They had this group of dudes, and they just came out and didn't do anything.
It was a
They
10
left. They
you-
quietly went back to the South Bronx.
You know, like when it's a one-on-one thing and two wrestlers cannot be like separated by referees,
Yeah.
but you can get like a 10-on-1 separated in like a second.
Yep.
And Moxley had the Atlas security on his side, I guess.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he DDT'd one of them.
Yeah, he did.
That was awesome.
And now on to MJF and Wardlow.
Yeah, so this was actually really, really dope. They had the Butcher and the Blade, and like they actually have Andy Williams as like a fucking butcher. He's like actually working.
Yeah,
as
so
a
like
butcher.
their gimmicks are shoot butchers.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, this is like,
Okay.
yeah, and then like I was like, ooh, this is actually really neat. I thought it was cool, like the way I don't know, there's just something. There was something cool about it.
It gave them a little more story, and I'm always okay with that.
Well, it's just like I don't know. There's a lot of pretty boy wrestling, and like just seeing them working at like a fucking, as
Yeah,
a butcher.
these two grimy fucking
Yeah,
dudes.
yeah, it's really dope.
Yeah.
Like Pepper Parks, like isn't shaving or anything. Like he's just really just.
I wish he wrestled with that mask. He'd be so much cooler.
They actually changed the mask. Like he had a different gimp mask when they debuted.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, they changed it. I think it was too close to like an actual. I can't remember. He got it from
Oh.
something, a horror movie, I think.
I wish he could wrestle in that because I feel like that's a lot cooler. But
Yeah, I
whatever.
definitely feel like there's probably a way to do it, but it's probably a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I imagine wrestling in a mask kind of sucks
Yeah.
always. Like I
Yeah.
can't imagine there's ever a positive to doing it other than it look cool.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy with the Butcher and the Blade so far. In AEW, I mean they're not like winning, like they've lost most of their matches,
But I'm
they
okay
always
with
come
that,
across.
though.
Yeah, they always come across
Yeah.
good.
And then
I don't know.
MJF's
I don't know what the
like
bunny, though.
right hand dudes like this, like where he's paying them just to like be henchmen.
yeah, that's
Yeah, and
cool.
like
I
they
think
have
that's
no
sweet.
like they have no real connection to MJF other than like, oh, we're getting paid to do this. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
not bros.
They're
with
actual
MJF.
hitmen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
like the coolest
dope.
thing ever.
Yeah,
It would be dope to see
Pretty
them like work with somebody else too. Like they just get paid by somebody else to do something else. You know what I mean?
they're the APA.
Yeah, I was gonna
of
say they should
AEW.
just play cards backstage and drink beer.
Eat pig heads.
Always pounding ass.
Always chopping meat.
I don't know if you
Always
noticed this.
pounding meat. The APM.
I don't know if you noticed this when the Butcher comes out. He does this thing where he throws his monocle.
The monocle.
Yeah.
It's so aggressive.
I love it. It's like
I've never
incredible.
seen a harder man with a fucking monocle. That dude
He
rules.
tosses that.
He's
shit.
rock hard.
He says, "Meh."
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kenny Omega. So the Young Bucks and the Butcher and the Blade get into it, and Kenny Omega rushes down to the ring. I guess he just came from a parent-teacher conference. He was in a polo shirt. Kenny Omega came down in a polo shirt and some slacks. He said, "What's going on down here?"
Oh, that was after the match, right?
Yeah. So that was after.
Oh, yeah.
That was after. That
Yeah.
it was a good match too, man. Like it was good because like it wasn't the 50-50 shit that they usually. You know what I mean? Like
No, it wasn't anything to like write home about, but it was like it did what it needed to do.
Yeah, I mean, like that's all TV matches need to be. Is like
Yeah.
get over what you need to get over. Like the Young Bucks worked the Young Bucks match, and the Butcher and the Blade cut him off. And like that's what else do you need? You know, and the Young Bucks got
And
over.
it was like a story that they set up last week because the Bucks super kicked MJF, so MJF goes to Butcher and Blade and says, "Yo, kill these fools."
Yeah,
and then here we go, we have this match.
Yeah, and it sets up even further down for the Bucks are kind of winning shit. So I guess eventually we'll get Omega and Hangman versus the Young Bucks.
That's got to be
Yeah,
They
that'd
did
be
a
sweet.
really cool setup for the Meltzer driver in this match, but I forget.
Oh, I know what you're
it
talking about
was.
too. Yeah, I forgot what it was, but it like slid into it. It was some.
Yeah,
weird
it was like
shit.
a weird like transfer into like the tombstone, and then it was like it was a
He,
sweet
like
finish.
flipped him.
And then,
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah.
yeah, and then they got jumped after the match. The Bucks did, of course, by Butcher and the Blade and the Bunny.
And the
the
Kenny
Bron-
comes out looking looking like he just got off a date.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then Hangman comes out like with a beer in his hand, and he hands off his beer to Bryce, does the buckshot lariat, takes his beer, and leaves. That shit was awesome.
Hangman has never been cooler than he is right now.
I
He's
know.
awesome. I love it.
He was so fucking like even like he had not like the beginning of this. Like me and Tony were talking about this. He was such like he's just a baby face. You know
When
what
he
I
faced
mean?
Jericho.
It was
Yeah,
like
he was just hanging
the
out.
white meat baby face, like the
Yeah.
lamest. It was bad.
Yeah, it was lame.
Yeah.
And now he's sweet. I mean, he rules.
It's the development since the beginning is like
They started putting
if
more
there's
effort
more
into this.
if there's more like that, that's what I like. That's what I'm hoping for with like
Well, they put
you don't have to give me it all at once. Give me slow builds. I'm okay with that.
well they got trigger shy with the elite in general.
Yeah.
Where they just were like, we'll just lose and then we'll hang out and then we'll get other people over. They're like, fuck it, the elite is going over, baby. Which it should have been
Well,
from
like,
the beginning.
I think Pulse, it might have been you that said it, but it doesn't seem like they're afraid of dropping things that they know aren't working. Because like we talked, like Kenny's just like Kenny again. Like he's not like a big crazy dude anymore that they were kind of building to, that he was like kind of losing his mind.
Silly, yeah.
Yeah, but
They
now
just
he's
dropped
just
that
like
shit.
Kenny again, and it's cool. Like I'm glad that they listened.
They definitely should have beat SCU. I was glad they did. Yeah, that was good.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because like I mean, I like SCU, but I don't know. It was time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
definitely was. Which I think is going to be. It's good. Like that's. I don't know. They have to start setting up that Bash the Beach type shit, where it's like we have these long skips between pay-per-views where it's like, damn. I feel like if they had monthly pay-per-views, the SCU thing wouldn't have been as bad. But because we don't have that, it felt like it lasted forever. It was like, oh man, please just beat him. It's like I didn't even want him to beat him because I don't like SCU. I just wanted to beat him because I'm like, I just want something to have him with a tag belt. I'm like,
I like that.
come on.
I like that they didn't wait for Revolution to change the belts either.
Yeah, they just because I feel like who are they facing at Revolution? Do you know who are they defending the belts against? Is it SCU the rematch?
They haven't said. Well, like even on commentary, they were confused because apparently they didn't tell Jim Ross or anybody. They're like, yeah, they get a future title match, and then or they
I
get
feel
a
like they told
rematch.
Jim Ross like 4 times.
They said they will get a rematch, and then Jim Ross goes, yeah, I think it's sooner than later, but I don't know. So
I think it's gonna be the Bucks, honestly, but unless that's not happening yet. But it feels like that's where it's going.
Yeah,
at least.
I agree with you. I just
Unless
don't know
they
where they
could-
do it.
they could play that thing up where like they don't get their rematch, but they're owed it, and they're just kind of like pissed off, like why do we not get our rematch?
Well, if they don't do it at Revolution, then we got to wait like 4 months. That's like the issue is like if you don't do it at Revolution, then like do you
But
just
they could
do
do
it on
another
TV?
TV. Don't they have a
And
TV special?
If you do the SCU rematch at the pay-per-view, it's like no one is gonna be into it because no one's gonna believe that they're gonna drop the belts already.
Yeah, you're right.
they could do it
You
on
know,
TV.
so-
Have that be a main event of a television.
They should
too.
do it on TV. It absolutely should be a TV rematch for sure.
Do they? That's what we talked about this like 7 episodes. I feel like we talked about this like 8 or 9 episodes ago. It was a long time ago. Where like they have to like. There's a reason that companies do big shows once a month.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like those TV specials are going to be a big deal for them. Like
I
Bash
hope
of the
so.
Beach.
I like them. It also like breaks up the monotony of like sometimes like I like different sets. I like different looks.
TNA did
I
it for a while. It was good.
Yeah, Lucha Underground did it too.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It makes people want to tune in that week. I mean, like, shit. I mean, WCW did it. It's not like anything new, but it works. I mean, it's a
Sure.
tested thing that works. So we got Nyla Rose facing off against Big Swole. You have to hit that 1 woman quota. To fucking.
And they showed Nyla killing. Is it Shanna or is it Shayna? How do you say her name?
It's Shayna. I think I call her Shayna too, just because I'm used to. I think I'm more used to Japanese pronunciation. Oh, I'm just used to
okay.
Japanese pronunciation of stuff. So like Shana.
Okay,
But I think it's
fair
Shanna. I think it's Shanna. She says it on Twitter a lot
Okay.
that no one knows how to say her name. So
She got killed on Dark, which I don't watch, but it looked cool. She put her through a table on Dark.
okay, let me tell you something about Dark. I think they put it. Okay, they stopped premiering it this past week.
Oh?
They did not premiere it. I'm pretty sure. I just saw it up. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
Really?
really? Maybe they did by accident.
Yeah, well, their social media is a mess. But so I was watching a compilation because I've been like reacting to stuff, and I was like, when the fuck did that happen? It was Shanna going through a table on
Yeah.
Dark, and I was like, what? I reacted to it. I was like, whoa, I don't remember ever seeing this. And then like 4 days later, they're like, oh yeah, the match this week is Nyla Rose versus Shanna. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm guessing what's going on is like, I think they're putting it in a playlist unlisted and people are watching it like before it goes up. Cause I'm like,
That's
there's no way
weird.
that this is crazy. So I don't know where this came
Part
from.
of
That's
me-
probably what they do.
Part of me was like, oh, why didn't they do this on like this show? But then I guess it's to get people to watch Dark because like, oh, hey, look, stuff happens on Dark. You should watch Dark. I guess that's smart.
It's smart, but no, I mean like people watch Dark. It's just like, I don't watch Dark.
What'd you guys think of this match?
Well, they're gonna-
I
Before
Do
they're
you
gonna
watch the?
transition-
Okay, it depends. What are you saying?
I was gonna say they're gonna transition Dark to their second TV show, right? TNT or TBS or whatever.
think so.
I think
that,
so.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
All
It
right,
could
that's all I had
change.
to- That's it.
So, do you guys watch the Fight TV or the TNT feed?
I watched the Fight TV feed with Duel.
I watched the TNT one.
Okay, so here's the deal. The TNT feed of this match was a lot better than the Fight TV one.
It's
So
because you didn't see the whole match.
yeah, so it's nothing.
I think that might be an issue with me too because I feel like that might. I'm starting to think maybe I should watch the TNT feed because I'm watching the whole thing, like the commercial heat. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, they're
the
like, we'll be right back, and then they
slow
pause
shit.
for a second. And they're like, all right,
yeah,
so
and it's like they're just doing like nothing. Sometimes stuff happens during the commercials, but like usually it's just like
That's why I started
heat
watching
from
the
the crowd and
TNT
stuff.
feed.
yeah.
Because
So
Fight.
I didn't like the match because of this.
Yeah, so the Fight feed, one of the big problems they have is like commentary obviously tones it down when they go to commercial. They just like,
Oh, yeah,
they're hit
they're
it or
just like,
whatever.
they're-
They're like, and welcome back to.
Yeah.
So like that always hurts the match. Another issue that they have is like the commercial break is always going to be like, oh, I'm going to sit on you. You know what I mean? At first,
Yeah.
AEW wasn't doing that, and I honestly think it wasn't
Yeah.
there's a reason that WWE would do that because like on the TNT feed, Big Swole was just getting she came back from the TNT feed and she was whooping ass and like the crowd was
Yeah.
popping. But on the Fight TV feed, because I have like both of them, I just put one on
Yeah.
mute.
She was getting put in fucking
Yeah,
Steiner
she was
recliners.
just getting played. She was getting played, and I swear to God, it feels like the commercial break when you're watching the Fight TV. It feels like it lasts for like 10 fucking minutes, but it's like not.
Yeah.
It's a regular
That's
commercial
weird.
break. It's weird how the time works, but yeah. The match. Yeah, I agree with you that it was exponentially worse. TNT, it looked a lot better. It looked a
Okay,
lot better
maybe, yeah.
because
I gotta watch. Maybe I should switch.
Nyla got her shit before the commercial, and they came back. Then Big Swole got her come back, and like people were starting to get behind Swole, and then
Sure,
Nyla cut
yeah.
her off, and like that got her heat, and it worked. It worked. But the Fight TV, yeah, it was like, oh, the crowd gave up on this match midway through, and then they came back towards the end. But like on the TNT feed, it sounded like the crowd was into it the whole time. Nyla,
Yeah.
and Big Swole, like her comeback spot, like they timed it perfectly. Like the second they came back from commercial, Swole started going on her. They're starting to get better at that. AEW was not good at that, by the way.
Yeah, they were
coming.
like Phoenix was doing like this crazy shit, and you'd never see it.
Yeah,
they were-
Darby Allin was getting power bombed on stairs.
yeah.
And they never talk about it.
They cut
She was
Mel.
crazy.
They cut Mel's hair during commercial break. So like,
Oh, they did. They literally did. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
forgot
so they were
all
awful with that. And there's and they like I think that was a conscious decision they made. They were like, okay, we're gonna we're gonna do a match all the way through the commercial break and stuff. But like, there's a reason that like they let the heels get the heat during commercial break because it sucks. Like it just sucks. Like just watching Nyla Rose sit on Big Swole for what feels like an eternity. It's like, oh okay, well this is
Yeah.
You
Swole's
are
not
right,
even
though.
fighting
Those-
back.
Those feeds do seem like matches go way longer than the TNT version.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God, what was that one week where they had the brawl backstage where Orange
Oh yeah,
Cassidy
and it
was
went
in
on
the?
forever.
I was like, wow, what is this, like a 30-minute brawl? It just never fucking
Somebody stop
stopped.
these guys.
Yeah. They're backstage, like the Bucks are just like cleaning up plates and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, that was like when fucking Pac jumped Michael Nakazawa and Kenny went for the save, and then like he got beat up by the Lucha Brothers, and then like everyone just stood around for like 10
Oh, yeah,
minutes.
they were like walking around backstage. They were like, "What are you doing?"
It's weird.
Yeah, so like if you have an opportunity to watch the TNT feed versus the fight feed, like I know in your head the fight
I stopped
TV
because
feed,
of the commercial shit. I hated it. I couldn't watch that shit anymore.
I don't
That's why
like it
started
either,
watching the
but I
fight feed.
also don't like the fight feed where like I feel like I there's nothing here for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
man,
there's nothing here for me.
If I don't watch the fight feed, JR might fart and I might miss it.
Help! Yeah.
Shit.
They had some funny stuff with MJF once on the fight feed, I remember, but
They usually do. It's
But
usually
that's
him coming
about-
out and like fucking with the crowd.
but James doesn't like
Yeah.
MJF, so it's not for him anyway.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I'm not too into him. I mean, like, none of the matches I've seen
I'm
from
not-
him do anything for me. His promos don't.
No,
really do
I'm
anything
not
for me.
clamoring for an MJF
I don't
match,
hate him.
but like,
I think he
Sure.
works on TV. I like. There's a weird thing where like I don't like people, but like I see what they bring to the products. I don't really give a shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
whatever. He doesn't ruin the show for me, so I don't really care. Yeah, but I see what you're
speaking
saying.
of ruining the show.
Oh wait! I just want to get this last thing in here real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nyla Rose fucking rules. Nyla Rose is gonna get really over this year.
I hope so.
Yeah, she's awesome. So
I think there's a big upside to Big Swole too, though. I think she's like,
Yeah, but she's
Really?
definitely not like someone that goes on like a 10 match spree, and like she's definitely like an underdog. You can tell that she's like such an underdog. She has such this
Yeah.
underdog energy about her, and she's like so charismatic, just existing. So like
Yeah.
she doesn't need to win a bunch. Like just the one spot towards the end, like when they came back from commercial where Swole was hitting her shit, it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
this is dope. Her finisher is
Does,
really cool too, the dirty dancing thing.
this
Like,
this
that's
company
good.
has a women's title, right?
Yes, Riho
Oh,
was.
huh.
Yeah, Riho has been
Oh, it's
there.
weird. I haven't seen it.
Well, yeah, because they decided best case scenario here is to have Britt Baker cut promos instead.
Yeah, I know,
About
that's
her.
the thing.
About Riho while she's backstage.
That'll get Rio over, right?
Yeah, they've lost
have
their
someone
fucking
shit
mind.
on her all the
I
time.
don't know who's booking this. They've lost their fucking mind. I'm like, Riho was so like if you go back and watch any of Riho's stuff where she was performing pretty regularly,
Dude,
like,
look at when she won the belt.
yeah, she's
over.
astronomically over. You're like,
It's
wow,
so
she's getting
crazy.
cheered through everything. And it's like, wow, if you just have her wrestle, ooh, that's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
and like people just want to see the belt. It's the same thing with the tag stuff, where it's like, okay, people just want to see them defend the belt. So just like have SCU face some teams.
At the
and
very
do
least,
it.
though, SCU have been on the shows.
Yeah, Riho hasn't even been there.
No.
Period. She
They
was
were
on
like
Dark.
just
I
holding
think.
her back, right? They're like she was there, but they're just like, yeah, you're not doing anything.
Yeah, she was on the boat. Yeah, she's been there, and they just didn't use her at all. They're like, yeah, we'll do this Kip Sabian match. Oh,
We'll
fuck.
get you next time, kid.
Yeah, I don't know what
Sorry,
they're
the
doing
house
with
was
Riho.
down.
I think Sheeta was on AEW Dark this week.
Okay.
But like, dude, they're not on TV.
And surprise, she wrestles and she gets over.
Yeah, like I don't understand.
Crazy how that works.
I don't like. Explain to me why Kip Sabian and Cody got all these segments in this
Dude.
show, and like you're telling me you couldn't put Sheeta on this. You know what I mean? Like if she's
This-
there, use her.
This match was not for me.
I can only imagine the Fight TV long version of this.
Oh my fucking god,
This is awful.
dude. So all right, so Cody, Kip Sabian does his. I don't like. It's just not. There was nothing that I was like, this is cool. Like
This is
Cody
proof.
gets his long ass entrance.
Cody-
His pyro
Cody-
is all over the place.
Was this the first time that Arn came up with Cody in the middle of
they're like the fucking Brood.
They need flames around the thing. Well,
Arn,
looks
Cody,
so
and
out of
Pharaoh
place.
just fucking
Arn looks so not cool coming. He should come out of the tunnel because he does not look cool. Like
And the
standing
pyro's
there.
mistimed, and it's like, fuck.
Can anyone explain to me what happened in this match at all? So, okay.
I have some stuff. Like,
Okay, well, I'm just gonna point out how much stuff happened in this match.
there was
So-
one thing that, like, there was a couple things that really annoyed me. But go on, you're good.
Okay, so there's this match with Cody and Kip Sabian that nobody I mean, like, let's be real. Did anyone care about this match? Second off, Cody, this is proof that Cody's not bulletproof either. Because there was a period of time where I'm like, damn, he can do anything. That's not true.
It's right. And, like, a lot of his big, I guess maybe it's different for, like, big matches because, like, maybe he's like, all right, I'm going to go all out for this. But, like, Kip Sabian, it's like,
Yeah, this was bad. This was bad. This was bad. So they have like 40 things going on in this match. Penelope Ford, Joey Janela, Arn Anderson had like a boomer fit or something. I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
I really have no fucking clue what was going
I
on.
still can't figure that
Penelope
out.
Ford took her boot off to distract the ref, and then Arn Anderson grabs it and then stands on the.
Does Arn have a secret foot fetish that we don't know about?
He grabs the boot.
He desperately needed to
grabs
smell
the
her
boot
feet.
and starts yelling at the ref, and then he gets thrown out of the match. And it's like
He bumps into the ref, and then he's shocked when he's thrown out, like the foot pervert that he is. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, I don't. None of this makes any sense.
And then like they did a thing where Cody like bumps Penelope, and dumbass Cody picks her up. like,
Nothing
Oh,
even
yeah,
happened.
and then a second later she's like,
Why?
"Oh, just kidding, I wasn't actually
yeah, and then
hurt."
they fuck him up. It's like, why the fuck? What do you just anytime you you just knock her over and you're like, oh, let me pick you up. I'm gonna take you away. Like,
Cody hits women quite a bit. I'm pretty sure he hit.
he hit Brandy.
He hit Brandy into a spooky
and then
group.
JR called her a Jezebel. Like, what is going on?
Oh yeah, this was the most forced This was the most forced shit I've ever heard in my life. So
what is going on?
I think Jim Ross he's like, I'm gonna say Jezebel. I'm saying it.
Don't make me say it.
I'm gonna say it. Yeah, and then they had Joey Janela pop up, which was the only redeeming part of this whole thing.
They had Kip do he faked a leg injury too after the Penelope.
There was
faked
so
an injury
much
thing.
going on.
So much just boring.
Who are you protecting?
Yeah, that's right. Why was this like? Why does Kip Sabian have to be on par with this dude?
They
Instead
tried to
of
put
Kip
over the Kip Sabian, Joey Janela thing. Is that what the point of this was? To put over that program?
Well, instead of protecting Kip, it made everyone look dumb. It just made everyone look stupid. The smartest person in this match was Joey Janela.
If you needed to like, if you needed,
he just ran away after he
Kip,
got kissed on the cheeks. He ran away.
So
if you needed Kip to like look good coming out of this, why not just have him like win by like shenanigans? Cody had to beat Kip Sabian too. Like, is that like we had to like just fuck him? Like, this is one of the few times where I would okay with a fuck finish because they did so much bullshit.
Like have MJF come out or something, or
Wardlow. How about fucking Wardlow? Where is Wardlow? Where is Wardlow?
He's got a shirt.
They gave him a shirt.
You'll probably never say that sentence ever again.
He's gonna have a cage match with this motherfucker. I haven't seen him in weeks.
Well, my favorite thing about Kip Sabian, maybe. I think Kip Sabian beat Phoenix clean, by the way, on Dark. Oh, no, Joey Janela. Who beat Phoenix clean?
Joey did, but I think Joey also may have broke Phoenix's neck. Because I think he did like a spinny package pile driver, and I don't know if Phoenix was supposed to lose that match.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was rough.
I mean, I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I remember it looked fucking nasty.
They fed Phoenix for this feud. Yeah, it was rough. So Sabian is like a juxtaposition in himself. I don't exactly know how to explain this dude. He's supposed to be super bad with his leather jacket and his hot girlfriend, and then like he has like a Harry Potter tattoo, and his finish is called the Deathly Hollows. And like it's just like, dude, like he's first off, Cody, Cody kicked out of it. Cody kicked out of the
They said, "What's your finish, kid?" So I can get out of it. You know how like you can tell like when. This is like I think this is like Brandy Road syndrome, at least for this company. When you can tell someone's just playing a gimmick, like they not, you can't, you don't feel like I can get away with like some people like the Dark Order. I'm on board.
Sure,
you know what? They're fucking weird as shit. Hack, he's a fucking asshole. I can feel that. But there's also some like Kip Sabian.
He just seems like a really nice dude. He honestly,
I don't think he's he doesn't need to be this dickhead. Like it doesn't feel right.
Yeah. I think they're running from that thing where he kissed that dude. Remember that? It was like, oh yeah, he's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what they're running with. They have missed the mark with a lot of stuff, but like I said, they drop it at least. So, you know, what I mean, like if something doesn't work, they just fucking drop it.
Well, speaking of not working, dude? This Arn Anderson stuff. I don't get it. I feel like I'm like over it.
I don't understand it. I never got it to be over it. I don't know what's going on.
I didn't either, but I try to give it a chance just because it's like, you know, whatever. I have a little faith in them. But like Arn Anderson came off like the dumbest dude ever here. Yeah. Everyone looks stupid in this match.
Everyone. Except for Joey Janela.
Unless they're like purposely, are they like, because remember we were talking about Arn turning on Cody at one point?
Sure.
Johnny, so are they making like Arn
you think he's like subtly fucking up?
So that he can like turn on him maybe
okay,
or something?
maybe.
Here's what's going to happen, man. So we put this podcast up. someone's going to listen to this, and then they're going to explain to us the storyline between, the intertwined storyline between Kip Sabian, Penelope Ford, Arn Anderson, Cody Rhodes, MJF. And they'd be like, it makes sense. Just look
Arn's
at
been
this
secretly
board.
fucking
It's just like this
Penelope
dude he's got this video board. where
Arn
he's
is
connecting
Penelope's
shit.
dad.
Yeah, and he's like, this makes sense. Like, you guys just don't get it. It's like, no,
Kip
I
man.
Sabian's
would
the-
well, please, if anyone can explain it to
Bro,
me, please
I
tell
figured
me,
it out. I
because-
figured it out. Remember we said Joey Janela and Arn Anderson and the Four Horsemen and
yeah,
all
the
that
new
stuff?
Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is
That's what
genius,
they're doing
actually.
here.
Never mind.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
There's a what?
the biggest reaction this match got was Cody just relentlessly hitting this dude with the crossroads. The crowd's like, yeah, do it again. They loved it.
Well, it was like it almost
Kicked out
reminded me of
his
like
finish.
it almost reminded me of when Randy Orton just got pissed and like super RKO people, and he's like, "This sucks." Like,
Yeah, shit's awesome.
Cody's like, "This match sucked. I'm giving three."
You're getting 3
That
of
was
these.
a shoot. That was a shoot. Yeah.
Well, what's funny is I saw people like praising this on Twitter. People were like,
The match?
the Kip Sabian thing." They're like, "I love his swagger, his gimmick, Penelope Ford. The whole thing just resonates
Penelope.
with me." And I'm like,
Yeah.
How many like female managers do I need to fucking see Hurricane Rana people?
Yeah, I know. I'm
Damn
so
it.
sick of
I'm
that.
done with it.
My
Let them
fav-
do something else.
One of my favorite things that I saw tweeted the other week was Pro Wrestling Eve, which is like this women's promotion in
Oh, yeah.
UK. It's like,
Uh-huh.
please, if you're applying, please stop sending intergender stuff where the dude just bases for you and you do head scissor takedown. It's like,
what,
man,
like,
it's I'm so
over
over it. Yeah, it's such like, yeah, it's rough.
But next week, 10 lashes, boys. Ooh.
Can I just say something real quick, man? Like, I can't get over this women's shit. I just can't get over this women's shit.
It's. I mean, there hasn't really been much good about
Chris
it.
Stat. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, like
IWTV.
Chris Stat is there. Hikaru Shida's there. I mean, Nyla, Big Swole,
They have a great
Riho.
roster of women. They just don't
What
use
the
them.
fuck, dude? Like, this is embarrassing. I just can't get over this shit, man. Like, it's like they hit this one. They're like, we got the one match. I don't know what else you want from us.
That's like fucking WWE Divas era.
Yeah,
like,
this
shit.
is
like, one
really
only like
rough.
they're definitely needed. This fucking Kip Sabian match didn't have to happen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this Kip Sabian thing went like through. It felt like it went on forever, like 30 fucking minutes. I'm like, oh.
God, tell me, I was watching it on Fight.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Fuck.
Man, I'm actually interested in like what the actual time for this segment. I'll never be able to find it, but like, man, if
I can look.
yeah, I'm trying to find it. It's just like most people don't break down segments like that.
Yeah.
They do it on
Speaking of women,
pay-per-views.
Yuka Sakazaki's coming back next week, right?
Yes, Yuka, and she's the okay. Let me talk about
The
that,
theme is pretty sweet, huh?
dude. It's incredible. So
I was kind of really digging it. I was like, oh shit, this kind of rules.
yeah, she sings it.
No, is that her?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah.
Oh damn! Talking about she in the booth.
She in the booth. She in the booth like, She in the booth talking about, All right, so Yuka Sakazaki's coming back, and like right away they play this video package. And man, she's the most built woman on the roster. She doesn't even go here. She's not even like a big part of the show. So I think what they're doing is one of the big things, Britt Baker cut a promo where she's like, hey, you're a shitty barista, blah, blah, blah. So she also cut a promo on Jim Ross, and she was like, Jim Ross, hey, you kind of suck at your job. And I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what they're doing. They're doing the WWE thing where like they'd have like someone come out and be like, this show
Shit
sucks.
on the company.
Yeah, this show
Yeah.
sucks. I'm like, okay.
It was definitely better than her fucking last promo, though. I actually kind of like this promo.
No, I didn't hate it either. It was like that was like the best thing Britt Baker's done in AEW. Period.
It's another thing where like they're like, okay, hey, people want to hate her. Do
Yeah,
it.
it's just like it's not like a great long term thing. Like they
Right.
can't come out and shell the company every week.
No.
But yeah, I think what they're doing is they're like, champion Riho or whatever. So it's like, all right, well, I'll beat Yuka Sakazaki or whatever, and then Riho, she'll probably beat down Yuka, and then Riho will come. That's what I'm hoping is like, because I don't think Yuka Sakazaki can't lose this match, because
Right.
she's the big champ in TJPW. So like. I don't know what they do in this match because Britt's a heel, so she can lose. Yuka cannot she can't lose. She can't take a pin. Is like what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well,
and Britt
We'll show you, fucker.
yeah, Britt holds her down. You're not gonna do business. You do fucking business for him. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't exactly know what happens with the Yuka Sakazaki TV match. Which kind of makes it more interesting.
It'd be weird to build like hype her up having a match just to have her lose.
Who, Yuka?
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, she's the big champ. I mean, like, she's like the world's champion. Like, you can't, like, that's like, she's super protected in the company she's in.
Yeah, but you never know.
But I mean, like, Shoko was the big champ when she came over, and if I remember
Right.
correctly, they didn't have her lose. So, like,
I don't think so either. Yeah.
yeah, so Yuka is pretty protected in that sense. She's had 2 matches, theme song, and a video package, and she's the most over on the roster. So I'm just saying, like, maybe
it's
you
not
follow
fucking
that
hard,
same,
obviously, yeah.
Maybe you just like follow that same thing. Like, do you remember they did
With
a Riho
maybe
package?
maybe like their champion they could do that with. You think that'd be crazy?
Maybe. Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you remember they had like a video package for Riho before the pay-per-view, the very first, I think it was All Out.
Yeah.
And she like, they had a subtitle thing and like they play. Why is AEW so against doing that? Why are they so against?
Give me a 90-second promo about her. That's all I need.
Yeah, like,
tell me she's still alive. She might be dead for all I know. I haven't seen her.
They're not showing her at all. Yeah, they're like
at
making sure
all.
she's not on TV at all. It's really weird. I don't know. It's really weird.
like she should be the fighting champion, right? Yeah.
She's over just wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, she just wrestles and she's over.
Isn't that as easy as it? It's not hard. Like,
Even crazy is that she was there. That's what's like
yeah, she was there. That's rough.
insane to me.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Was she on Dark?
Yeah, she wrestled Kip Sabian and Penelope. It was
Wait,
Kenny and
what?
Riho. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she handicap.
I was like, what? Okay. Why?
I don't know.
Is Penelope in line for it?
No, they were backstage and Riho and Kenny were
I
hanging
remember
out.
that. Okay. Yeah.
And,
Okay.
I don't know. Kip said something British and they were like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
She called her a bitch.
Yeah, that shit sucked,
something,
dude.
right?
Like, yeah, just
Yeah.
fucking come on. Yeah, I don't know, man. This whole women's thing is like just a brain fart. I just want Yuka to.
It's a bummer.
I want Yuka to beat Britt and then beat Riho and then she's the women's champion. 2 belts. Yuka 2 belts. Yuka got 2 belts in the boot. Talking about Oh yeah, she rules, man. I saw her like 4 times in Japan. I was so happy that she canceled. They said she was supposed to go to AEW in December, and then they're like, never mind. So she didn't go.
Is she on the Mania Week show?
Yes, she'll be there for the Mania
Shit,
Week
sorry,
stuff.
I'm not going to that.
Yeah, you kind of suck, man. You ain't gonna be the booth talking about. Yeah, you gonna miss it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Gotta see Jodie Fleisch for the culture.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's gonna be a good show too. The they just have women's problem. Got 99 problems and
Don't we
they're
all?
99 problems. They all fucking women.
So then they do an interview with the Young Bucks and Kenny, just talking about some stuff, and then Hangman.
Wait, was this the one? Yeah, was this one where Hangman handed them the
Yeah, Hangman
nameplates?
gave them their name belt, like the nameplates for their belts. He said, "Oh, they make these for everyone already. Here you go."
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
He said, "You use these eventually."
So
I
They
am-
called the
tag
Dark
team-
Order
the tag
the
team
Dork.
nameplate
Yeah.
thing. It's
Yeah, they called the Dark Order the Dork Order, which is pretty sweet.
Dork Order.
dude, I am so over the moon with Hangman. I just can't even like.
It's
he
great. I don't know
rules.
why. Like, I don't know if he's an actual drunk, so that's why he's really good at it, or what. But like, he's doing pretty well.
When AEW started, I thought Kenny Omega was for sure going to be way more over than Hangman.
Yeah.
And that's not.
They're actually
Which
using
is-
Kenny to get him over, which is like really good. Like that's
Yeah.
actually works out really well. Yeah.
And they also set up Kenny. I guess I don't know if I have an issue with this or not. Who is Tony Khan in character the matchmaker, or is it is it like the Elite? Like,
Well,
who is
no, I
running
think it's Khan because Mox went to him.
the Mox thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that
Because
makes sense.
I kind of wish not. I don't need Tony Khan like on screen, but I kind of would like if they like mentioned who was booking stuff. Because Kenny said he like got this match booked, but like I don't know with.
I would rather them
but-
not. I don't want any on. I don't like.
I don't want an on-screen one,
need
but
it.
like.
I don't need it.
But like, I also like don't want to think that like, hey, Cody is booking him against Kip Sabian. Like,
yeah,
I need to
you're
know
right.
like,
I mean, like there's
like
this
the
weird.
Yeah, but
everyone knows the Elite is like you know, doing shit. But, like, also, like, I mean, I'd be okay with them saying, hey, like, it's actually Tony Khan is the matchmaker, and that's the end of it. Like, make him the fucking, what's his name? The WWF president.
Jack Tony.
Jack Tony.
No, I don't know. I don't think they need to do that with Tony Khan. Like, I don't know. He could just get a match made.
I get what you're saying because the elite.
From who?
It's
like the elite. Yeah, I don't think they need it because like.
You get what I'm getting at, though.
No, I get it because it's a special situation because the elite. There's like 4 people that people think are booking the show.
Right, exactly. Like,
it's not like WWE where like.
And they joke about it on BT all the time that they're all like, you know, the dudes behind, you know, the company. So it's like, okay, that's fine, but like, if you're running the company, then why are you not booking yourself? Like, it wouldn't make sense for them not. You know what? It's just it's
because
weird.
the win-loss record is keeping them.
I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying.
I don't know.
No,
anyway,
I would rather them not do it, but I totally get what you're saying.
Remember when people said Taz was going to be the GM or something of the show?
Oh yeah, Taz.
That didn't play.
All right, here's the deal, man.
I imagine they're signing him for dark commentary.
Yeah, the new show or whatever they're doing.
Go to TV. Yeah.
But like, if AEW has so much going, there's so much going on, and they're like spreading themselves really thin. Is what's happening.
Yeah.
I feel like the shows haven't been. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoy Dynamite every week. But they definitely spread themselves thin through a lot of people, man. They're not spending time on like, and like these people are on TV, like, you know, Kenny has a lot of matches, SCU has a lot of matches. But the way that they're spreading them out is making it feel like they don't. It's almost like they're getting start and stopped, even though they're not. It's a really weird dynamic between, the people on the roster, just all together. There's always someone new signed, but they're never getting, it's weird. I want more video packages, honestly. I'd rather like have a little bit more. I
really do too. I think
I really loved early on, like SCU outside of the White House and stuff. There was like some really fun stuff they did in the very beginning, and like they seemed so against like just telling. I also think
SCU
people.
Need to be heels. I think
I do too. It worked in the beginning, but not now.
Yeah,
they need. I cannot. Okay, so next we have SCU versus the Hybrid 2.
That name sucks and the theme sucks, but I love the 2 guys.
I love these guys. So
Jack Evans, I feel like could be like.
Let me
pack.
Let me tell you something about the Hybrid 2 here in a second. I just want to say real quick, the SU came out in Lakers jerseys and shit and paid tribute to Kobe Bryant. Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah.
But so it's SU versus Hybrid 2 in this match, and I have no idea how they've done this. AEW might be the first company where Jack Evans is not over. How is this ever? I had thought this was literally impossible, but it's not because it happened.
But he hasn't really been. Is this his first time on the fucking show?
No, they had him when Jay and Silent Bob were there.
Oh God, was that like episode 1?
Yeah, it was a long time
Jesus,
ago. It was before. It was like right when they debuted the tag belts.
I forgot about that. But was that the last time they were on?
They were on Dark, I think.
It says his career, Jack Evans' career is 3.
The dark
wins,
thing is fucking
losses.
shit up. Yeah, the dark shit's fucking shit. Okay, maybe that's what's causing the issue here. Is like I'm seeing all these.
Dark.
Yeah, I'm not watching Dark. I'm seeing these big numbers where it's like Kenny's had 15 matches. I'm like, I don't feel like I've seen him. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I've seen him.
Yeah, it probably is Dark then. Yeah.
And it's like Dark is fucking this up. Where like these guys are getting, they're like, oh yeah, on Dark this week, but I'm not watching fucking Dark. And And it's weird too because they have these video packages on Twitter and Facebook and shit, and there are 8 different YouTubes and there are 9 different Instagrams.
You know what? It sounds like everything we want is on Dark. we should just watch Dark every week.
We should watch Dark and watch the YouTube show. Because I mean, I get to see Riho and Hikaru Shida and promos on the YouTube. Fuck this TNT shit.
Yeah, fuck Dynamite. What the fuck?
Yeah, they just need to streamline it more. I mean, like they're doing the video package. We like right when we went live, you were like, Brandy's got another promo. It's like
another therapy session on Twitter.
Yeah, so I mean, they have MJF had a promo that never made air on his Twitter. It's just like they're produced promos, but they're not on TV. It's just like why not? It's just sometimes you don't need 15-20-minute matches every week. You know, I mean, it's like you scale it back a little. Give me that 8-minute Matt Hardy Attitude Era match with Splash Mountain.
Didn't they say that they were going to do all their storytelling in the ring? Wasn't that their original, like, this is what
I'm not saying give me I get what you're saying, because they said the same shit. They were like, yeah, we're just going to do storytelling in the ring. But like sometimes, like, you know, to get somebody over, you need to introduce them properly. You know, like
there's only so many stories you can tell in a wrist lock.
Like the coolest thing ever was the Darby Allin package was lit with Darby Allin talking about
they've done tremendous with
How
him.
he's
There's
gonna
some guys they've
kill
done very
himself in the
well.
ring.
Yeah.
Like that was like the
Yeah.
coolest thing ever. And I'm like, all right, I'm behind this guy. They need
You guys remember when Tommy Dreamer said he was going to kill Paul Heyman?
do that video package.
I
This
just
is
needed
how I
that.
would have done it.
I feel like there's going to be a segment every week on this podcast now where I bring that up.
Yeah. Well, Tommy Dreamer brought it up, so.
But yeah, fuck, I'm going to watch Dark from now on. Shit.
Yeah, it's a really weird thing they got over there. I mean, like, even, like, you can try to compare it to New Japan, but New Japan has video packages. We can't understand them, but they're there, and they're visual, and I can see them, and I can kind of
Yeah. I
grasp.
can figure it out. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
stupid.
not-
Just show me some pictures.
Goto under the waterfall, reborn, baby. And then he loses. And then he loses for the next 5 years. Oh, shit. All right. Big storytelling. My favorite was, like, someone posted a picture of Goto and his son at a water park. And it's like, look, Goto's son's under the waterfall. It's like, oh, that's
Oh, no. No, you too.
get him out of there. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah,
I like-
just a little bit.
I like this match, though, by the way. This SCU and
I couldn't get into it, man. I like the finish.
No?
I like the finish. I couldn't get into it because I don't think.
There's no reason. I guess there's no reason to really care about it.
Yeah, the commentary
one.
did not give a single
I
shit about
love
Hybrid 2.
Jack Evans
Yeah.
so much. Like, I feel like if they again,
That's what I'm saying. He's over everywhere.
If they gave you a reason to give a shit, Jack Evans could be like a name here because he's so fucking good. He's been good
Jack
forever.
Evans, like he's
He
a
can
legend.
talk. He can wrestle. He's got fucking personality. He can do everything. There's no reason not to have this dude all over. I'd rather see them than SCU.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
But, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird the way they're booking people. It almost feels like there's a lot of people just waiting in the wing, and it's like people that they probably shouldn't be in the wing. If that makes sense.
Maybe
like,
once they get this other show on TV, maybe it'll.
like what happened to the Trent thing? Like he was getting pushed as like a singles dude, right?
Who the fuck is Trent?
The man Trent.
Oh, Trent Beretta. Okay. I was like, for some reason, my head, I like got completely
I thought you were
fucking
joking.
lost.
Do you have a
No, I
stroke
ser-
like James earlier?
Jesus, yeah, I guess. I
Who
was
the
like, Trent,
fuck is Trent? Yeah,
Trent
they were doing
7?
that Trent
Like, you
thing.
don't watch that shit.
I do not watch
They
that.
were, yeah, they did. They kind of just dropped the ball on Trent, didn't they?
Well, it's not even like they dropped the ball. They'll probably do it next week or something,
He's
right?
probably
But it's
like
just
wrestled like 8. He's probably super
he's
over
probably-
on dark.
he's wrestling
Yeah,
on
wait,
BT.
what did he do? I don't even remember.
No,
we were
what I was saying was like it's spread thin because like there's 40 things going on. It's like what about that Trent
Oh,
push?
yeah.
You know what I mean? What
yeah,
about
sure,
you know what
sure,
I mean?
sure.
Because
he had that sweet match
what about
with
Orange
Mox.
Cassidy? You know, like there was
Yeah.
a lot going on. It's just like they spread themselves
my
thin
God.
because there's not monthly stuff and like there's just it's a lot to keep up with and like
Just a brief second, I needed to mention, for those that didn't know, at Spring Break, they're doing fucking Orange Cassidy against Minoru Suzuki.
yeah, I saw that. That's gonna be dope.
Dude, what the fuck? That shit. If there was any possibility of me going to that fucking TNA show instead, get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here. No way now.
What if
dude.
they said Monty Brown's going to be there?
Not even. Like,
Nah,
if
too late.
Monty Brown was going to be there, they would have announced him already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why would they wait? You know what I
Monty
mean?
Brown will be at Spring Break.
If he should be in the fucking clusterfuck.
Yeah.
And they got Alex Shelley against Tony Deppen. Like, come on.
Yeah, there's a lot of dope shit on that card so far.
Shit's awesome.
Isn't
Sorry.
Suzuki's gonna be a Bloodsport too, right?
Yes, he's facing Moxley.
Cool.
No, he's
No,
not.
Moxie. No, I think
Barnett
he's
is.
Yeah,
Who's
I thought
facing Suzuki?
is
Dickinson.
Dickinson. Yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you, he's fighting
He's
all the
yeah.
guys from Japan.
He's gonna have to get under that waterfall. God damn it, yo! I know Chris Dickinson doesn't listen to this. Somebody listening to this knows Chris Dickinson though. Tell him to fucking do a promo under a waterfall.
And just try to talk.
Yeah,
Talk through it.
Just do the fucking. You gotta do the fucking ninja hand thing, and then under the waterfall, seething real hard. Yeah, that's the good shit. Dickinson.
Motherfucker!
That's the good shit.
Oh yeah, and then Dark Order comes out. Cut a promo on Daniels again, Tony. I don't know, man. They might
The fallen angel?
Daniels might be lying here. He might be setting his friends up for danger because Dark Order Uno says he's gonna target his friends.
Man, what
Why-
if Daniels was the exalted? Oh man, that would suck.
That's what we thought. We thought that might be because the fallen angel stuff.
man.
Daniel's supposed to be the higher power as well. In the
Yeah, I remember hearing that. That was ridiculous.
So Tony and I were saying, it might be Daniels.
No, it's
Man,
going to
what
be
a-
Tony Khan because, they switched it up with Vince being the higher power. So it's Tony Khan. It was
Jake
me,
Roberts.
the exalted one, the entire time.
It was Jake Roberts or Daniels.
What if? Oh man, it would be so bad if he was the fucking leader of the Dark Order.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy.
That
I mean,
would
Daniels
flop.
is a great promo. I love the Fallen Angel gimmick, but I don't.
That
think
ain't it,
that's
Chief.
the move.
That would
yeah,
flop
no, I don't think
so
so.
hard,
yeah.
man. That would be so bad.
God, no! That's
Sorry, I'm sorry.
implanted!
I'm sorry.
Help!
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
So-
Is what the Four Horsemen?
What?
Oh, I almost forgot. The Dark Order. Christopher Daniels, come on down here.
That was so fucking bad.
Our joins him too.
Oh man, this is the worst. So we move on. Main event: Private Party and Darby Allin versus Santana and Ortiz and Chris Jericho.
Oh, there was a
can
cool
we-
pack promo on this.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
there
He was
where
outside.
he's
He
on
was outside naked and it was really cold.
he's on the Joker staircase.
He says, "I want to fucking kill you, Kenny." It's might as well what he said.
Yeah, they're actually building him up really well. I will take every chance in the world to tell you how much I like Pac versus Darby Allin because that match
Yeah,
is
dude.
so fucking good.
Yeah,
it's like one of
that
my
was so good.
that's like one of my favorite matches this year, and it's a fucking TV match. They're so
Yeah,
good
man.
together, man. They work together so good. Incredible.
I mean, I don't know where the Pac thing is going. I don't know if he's just gonna like kill him at one point, or if they're actually just gonna say, "All right, you can have the match now," or what. But like, I'm looking forward to whatever it is.
Yeah, me too. Because he's just incredible.
He's the
They've
man.
done really well protecting him too.
I'm so glad that they got him.
Yeah, me too.
Like, he's such an asset to anywhere he is. He's an asset.
Yeah.
That was crazy. He was supposed to come in for like a one-off, wasn't it? And then
Well, there was like issues at first with him, right? Unless that was like a work.
He was a Dragon
Like-
Gate champion.
Yeah, like he was booked against Hangman for one of the big shows, right? And then
Yeah.
like it didn't happen, and they did it in like the UK and showed like
Well, yeah, I
Pac,
mean, it was pretty
killed him or
simple.
something.
Yeah, people were like super, like, I don't know. That whole shit was so dumb. Like,
It was
yes, Pac has Pac takes priority booking in this company. This, like, Pac literally fucking, he went to Dragon Gate immediately after WWE.
yeah.
Like, he didn't
But
take shit.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
did y'all really think, like, you know what I mean? Like, if we would have never heard, that's one of the things. If we would have never heard a single word about any of that shit, it would have been such a non-issue. But like,
Right.
people were like, oh, he's big head in this shit. It's like, bro, I'm pretty sure, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way that he didn't tell them ahead of time. He's like, hey, I'm I'm one of the fucking Dragon Gate. I think it was like the Open the Dragon Gate champion or some shit.
Yeah.
Or Open the Dream Gate. I don't remember which one he was. But like, there's no way that the way that the dirt sheets talk about that shit, there's no way it went down like that, where he was like, no.
Fuck a Hangman.
They booked this out and they fucking put this down. They talked to him and then he was just like, a week before, absolutely fucking not.
You know what? I said yes, but I didn't mean it.
Yeah, I said yes. Oh my god, I forgot I was the fucking champion. I'm not gonna lose.
I forgot this belt that means everything to me from this company that was loyal to me before anyone else was.
Yeah, that shit was so spun. It was crazy. Like, you could just smell the chicken shit on that.
But it was a good promo, and he was naked, and it was cold.
That rules.
And it's
I
pretty
love
sweet.
naked
So,
Pac.
yeah. Then the main event. Oh, then they did the Yuka hype video, which is
Woo!
a sweet theme song. Ah, yeah. That's pretty
Talking
sweet.
about, yeah.
Tom- I know. Right after this, you're gonna tweet that, and I'm gonna retweet it.
Yeah, let me go through the Yuka pictures. I'll find one with her mouth.
You gotta
like,
put. I think that should be put that on the Deadlock Twitter. I'll do some good numbers.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Talking about, yeah.
And our main event, Darby Allin and Private Party, which I'd like to call Darby Party, taking on the Inner Circle.
Oh, I like it.
Jericho was wearing a Puerto Rican flag bandana
was
thing.
fantastic.
Yeah, this
He
dude's
did that
awesome.
once
He's a
before.
Boricua. Oh yeah. He's Excalibur said, yeah, Chris Jericho's a Boricua, and Jim Ross said, he's a what?
The Forest, we go, what?
Like, damn, Jim, simmer,
Speaking
Jim.
of JR, he fucking called Isaiah Cassidy Kennedy in
he
this
called him
fucking
Isaiah
match.
Kennedy like 1,000 times.
God damn, dude, watch the product.
Okay, nope. We're moving on from JR.
Come on, it's the weekly
on,
JR
what- the
segment.
weekly Jim
I'm
Ross.
so over it.
We did the women's stuff. We got to do the JR stuff. Let's
I'm
Yeah,
so,
it all high spots.
it's the same shit every week.
Hit all the high spots.
So
Hey,
please
Jim
explain
Ross.
why-
Go home.
So should Jim Ross still be on commentary, James?
What?
Should Jim Ross still be on commentary?
No! He knows he shouldn't be on commentary, man. He knows he's fucking on fucking borrowed time with his commentary shit, man. Like, are you kidding me? Like he says something every single week. He quote tweets somebody and says, "Damn, Jim, you suck." And he goes,
he says, "Oh, but do all of my followers think that?"
Look at all these followers I have, Jim.
Shut the fuck up, fat boy.
Was that Jim Ross writing that iTunes review?
That was Jim Ross came in the
Yeah,
call.
that's what Jim Ross was. We're going to get a comment from somebody like, JR.
I pulled a Jim Ross segment out for you, Johnny. We got it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
God.
This match was cool though. I wasn't crazy about it, but it was cool.
It was fun. I mean,
You
anything
probably
that's
watched
dark.
it
I legitimately wrote fun match.
Yeah.
Did you watch
Darby's
a really long
awesome.
Fight TV version of it? Probably.
I did watch the really
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
So yeah, next week I'll watch the TNT one.
Okay.
Yeah, the coffin drop stuff onto Jake Hagar. What a dude.
How much money do you think they're paying him to do what he's doing, which is not much?
Who, Jake Hagar?
Yeah.
I hope nothing. Yeah. What a complete. Yeah. I just can't. Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, what a fucking worker.
What a deal. Yeah, that's the best.
How did he get this? What a fucking
Your gimmick is
genius.
you don't say a word and you don't do anything.
And you
but
just kick
stand there.
people in the balls. You don't get a bump. You don't get to do
Yeah.
anything.
Just one ball.
Good for him. Inner Circle jump Darby and Private Party after the match, and then they do the fucking take her care of business spot with the skateboard. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I love that shit. I love any skateboard spots. I'm all about. I think it's awesome. That's like one of the weapons I don't see used ever.
This is like AEW definitely ends every show like WCW did.
Yeah.
Like every show is the faction
fucking
swinging.
brawl.
Yeah.
I kind of like it though. Honestly, I haven't gotten sick of it yet.
I haven't either. I just realize it when I'm writing notes and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't let this again. When I'm watching it, I don't even pay attention to it.
And
I
fucking
definitely paid attention to the beginning when he was like, and now we got the MJF and Wardlow thing. Yeah. the South Bronx gang will now leave to the South Bronx.
What did the South Bronx Street Gang never come out?
They went back.
They took a taxi back to South Bronx.
That's
They took the
it.
subway. Come on, man. Yeah, they
That was it for them.
They were in catering. I don't know.
Why was
They
the
have more
South Bronx
appearances
Street
than
Gang in
Rio.
Ohio?
They were probably just like everyone else has been fucking doing. They're probably beating up Michael Nakazawa and no one's seeing it.
Why was the South Bronx Gang?
If the South Bronx Street Thugs hang out
In
on
Ohio.
dark and stuff, that'll be fantastic.
Come on, man.
They have a
The
match.
Bronx of Ohio, motherfucker.
Stayed on the subway too long. Why was the South Bronx Street Gang in the Walston Center in Cleveland, Ohio? And where did they go afterwards? Because the inner circle was still there.
That's the more important thing is where are they now? Can we get an article?
He hung out
Like WWE's
backstage.
where are they now?
He hung out backstage with Moxley, and they're like, "Huh." They just stay like 10 feet away
You're
from
not
each other.
that bad.
Yeah,
They're just wherever Riho's at. That's where they're at.
yeah. The South Bronx Street Gang with Rio.
Oh my
What a
god.
time.
Oh, and then Moxley makes the save with a bat and his eye patch. Dude, honestly, at one point, I feel like Mox should just have 2 eye patches. He couldn't get any less cool. Double the eye patches. That shit would be awesome. He doesn't need to see. Just fucking
Well, last
flail
week
your
when he had
arms
the
around.
bandages, he couldn't see at all because the bandage came over both eyes.
Yeah, shit.
Ants in
dude,
his
you don't need
eyes,
to see
Moxley.
shit. Yeah. They can do the
Wubba lubba
fucking
dub dub.
just. They can do. They can have him like lose both his eyes, and then they do the blindfold match that James Storm and Bobby Roode did.
That's great.
That shit sucked.
That shit ruled.
No way. Fuck that match. Oh my god.
Man, bro. So they announced Chris Harris for that TNA show, and I was like,
Yes.
I remember I was watching back an old America's Most Wanted match. Dude, that man was fucking shit shredded for like 6 months.
Dude, he was so jacked at one point.
Yeah.
Like
He was on the
I
gas.
swore he was gonna be the Shawn Michaels of the team. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Now he
and
just
then,
looks real
like,
cute.
And then, and then fucking Tiffany signed him to ECW or some shit.
Knock your brains out.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Braden Walker. And I'm going to knock your head off.
WWE's legal team. Sorry, Ryback.
Fuck you, Tiffany, for signing him.
And that was Dynamite. Dynamite.
You
know,
It was,
in retrospect, it wasn't an awful show.
It wasn't. Now that I'm watching, like, reading it back, I don't think I hated it as much as I thought I
You
did.
just had the wrong
Stop watching the
version.
fight feed, man.
Yeah,
Just stop
yeah,
watching the fight
Yeah, I
feed.
think that's what it is. It's like, it just, everything feels like so much longer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But- Hey, it was
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
Now, oh, and also next week, they announced some stuff. They have the Cody 10 lashings next week. They have Moxley against Ortiz, Britt against Yuka, and the Elite, which is Kenny, Hangman, and the Bucks, against the Lucha Bros, the Butcher, and the Blade.
Oh, okay. I like the Butcher and Blade. So Butcher and Blade, Yuka, Sally, she's
Yeah.
facing Britt Baker.
Moxley and Ortiz is an interesting match. I hope it's not a squash.
Yeah, no, that'd
be cool.
That's pretty cool.
Maybe the
actually.
South
Yeah,
Bronx
next week sounds
Street
good.
Gang will come back. too.
Where is it at next week?
Yeah. Are they?
Alabama, I think. Huntsville.
Not
Alabama.
in the
hell
Wilstein
yeah.
Center, I guess. All right. The gang's back.
The boys are yeah.
The South Bronx gang is back in town.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Cool
Wow.
stuff. I mean, it wasn't bad. Oh my God. And I have the best Nick Gage tweets of 2019. I almost forgot about this. I feel like
shit.
maybe we should
That's
save
the
it to
best
the
way to
next
end the
show.
show.
Do you want to do it here or you want to save it for the next show?
No, let's end it like that. I think
Okay.
that's a good
now.
ending.
All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I had talked about this on the show last week or the week before. I said I was going to get the best Nick Gage tweets of 2019 and put them together. And I have done so. It was difficult. I was going to do a
Really?
top 10. Well, it was difficult because I wanted to do top 10, and I said, fuck that.
There were so many good
so
ones.
many
or-
good ones. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
just
Okay,
too
yeah,
many
I
to
believe
like.
that, yeah.
So I'm going to link them to you guys as I
Okay.
talk about them so you guys can. Okay, so.
Sure.
All right. So here's the very first Nick Gage tweet of 2019. So Nick Gage is going to face Hornswoggle at Adventures in Wrestling in March of 2019. He tweeted, "I'm going to fuck this little dude up, MDK." And it's a picture of Hornswoggle smiling.
That match was awesome. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it.
All right. So that's that one. So this next one here is pretty good too.
Hold
It's
on.
about
Before you get to that, someone said I did not read up. So if you read it without
I'm gonna fuck this little dude. MDK.
All right, so here's the next one. Yeah, this one has to do with Scott Steiner. This one was from February of 2019. Why the fuck do they call Scott Steiner the booty man? What's that shit supposed to mean? It sounds suspect, to be honest. It's all good, though. I'm fighting this guy at NYC tonight, so it's whatever. I'm not intimidated by anyone, so I guess it's going to get ugly. We will see what happens. MDK.
Dude, in that fucking Steiner match, at one point, Gage throws him out of the ring, and he says, "Get the fuck out of my ring, Big Papa Pump!" Why you gotta go full nickname?
Why do they call Scott Steiner the booty man? It sounds suspect, to be honest. All right, here's a good one. This one has to do with when Gage was facing, or he was talking about Jake Atlas.
Okay.
This one was from October, so it was recently at the end of the year. All right, I was just told Jake Atlas is a good guy, and I should chill out because he has a lot of cool stuff coming up. Do I look like the type of guy that gives a fuck if he has cool stuff coming up? I was fighting for my life in these streets for a long time. I don't care about cool stuff.
Oh, it's got 420 likes on it, too.
Do I look like a guy that gives a fuck? His cool stuff coming.
He tweeted something about, I think he like followed that up afterwards. I don't remember, I'm sure. Something about Orange Cassidy. I don't care if Orange Cassidy has cool stuff either. That's really good.
Oh,
Speaking of Orange Cassidy, Nick Gage had one right here where they did an Orange Cassidy show. GCW did an Orange Cassidy show. Or,
Oh yeah, I was at that.
Yeah, so here's the tweet. This is some weird shit. The dude actually looks like an orange.
It was like the poster for the show.
Yeah, the poster was an orange. And speaking of pictures that Nick Gage reacts to, this next one is a wombat. And Nick Gage tweets it. He goes, "The fuck is this shit?"
Oh, please tell me you got the one.
Oh, I have a.
You know what one I'm talking about.
Hold on. So GCW, I'm guessing the wombat shows. Okay, so Nick Gage all year long has no fucking clue what this wombat shit is. I mean, all year he has no clue. I'm pretty sure Nick Gage was on one of those shows.
He was on both of them.
Yeah, and he has no fucking clue what the wombat shit is. Okay, so Nick Gage reacting to more pictures here. Here's a good one. So someone drew a picture of Nick Gage as a chibi, and Nick Gage said, he retweeted, he goes, "WTF." Oh, okay. This is probably one of my favorite ones. I think I actually posted this like 4 times.
One I'm
okay, so here's a good one. What is Stan?
What is Stan?
people were saying they stan Nick Gage. He goes, "What is Stan?" Okay, so the next one here. This is a good one about etiquette on Twitter. Nick Gage. "My boy just told me I should stop using the word bitch and pussy on my tweet post because it's not a good look. That was some of the softest shit anyone ever said to me." And there's a really good one too. This one's about Cody Rhodes.
Oh.
Nick Gage. "I seen Cody Rhodes in Las Vegas and I swear he looked at me real weird. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I'm pretty sure he don't want to fight me, but I don't know. Maybe he does. I'd smash that dude and gladly run his pockets, but I don't know. I'm probably just overthinking it. He might be a good guy."
Oh, no.
I'd run his pockets.
He's probably overthinking it.
He might be a good guy.
Here's another good one. It was about the Seth Rollins versus The Fiend match. Nick Gage. "I thought Rollins was about to pull a light tube bundle out from under the ring and smash the Fiend dude with it. Shit would have been awesome. Make that motherfucker bleed."
I feel like that's how we all felt, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's another good one from Nick Gage about boneless wings versus bone-in wings. Nick Gage said, "A boneless wing isn't a chicken wing, it's a chicken nugget. Why do people keep calling them that? It's fucked up real talk."
It's fucked up. Shit fucked up.
Oh. Yeah, here's a really good one. Nick Gage. "I'm going to be real honest with you guys. I don't know who Eric Andre is or what he does, but he can join my gang if he wants to, as long as he ain't corny or a cop caller." MDK.
That's because Eric Andre put on his fucking Snapchat a picture of him.
How y'all you guys? I don't know who Eric Andre is. Okay.
He can join my gang.
So, all right. So this next one, these are the next couple are probably my personal favorite.
Okay.
All right. Here's one.
I'm excited.
What is this shit supposed to be? You guys are fucked up. Is that an alien? Someone drew Squirtle in an MDK outfit.
Every time I see Chris Statlander.
And then the follow-up tweet from Nick Gage. "What is Squirtle? That shit just doesn't sound right. Any man who knows what this is or that plays with some Pookie Man card has a real problem. Let's be real.
Pookie Man.
That's the real shit." All right, so that was one of my favorites. These next ones are probably my favorites. So for the collective, Effie is running a show called Big Gay Brunch, and he announced a wrestler named Razor Ramon HG. And Nick Gage has never heard of Razor Ramon HG.
Of course not.
And he quote tweeted the initial post and said, "That don't look like Razor Ramon." Nick Gage does not.
Oh my God, I didn't see that one.
That don't look like Razor Ramon. And then Nick Gage follows it up. And he says, "Effie, what's going on here? Let me know because I think I missed some shit." And he doesn't stop there. "And what is hard gay?" Those are like my three.
I don't look like Razor Ramon.
I don't look like Razor Ramon. What is this? And what is hard gay? So, altogether, Nick Gage had one hell of a 2019. His tweets
my God.
brightened my days for many, many months. There was almost one for every single month of the year that made me smile. And what is hard gay?
Next week, if you boys don't mind, I'd like to take it back to a long time ago, about 6 years ago, when Earl Hebner was running Twitter, and I think next week we should talk about our favorite Earl Hebner tweets.
I'm so down because Earl never learned how to
classics.
DM. He never learned how to DM, so he was just DMing tweets.
Would you like just one preview of something?
No, hold it in the vault. Hold it in the vault.
Okay, all right, hold on. Next
because if
week,
you say one, then we're gonna go on all of them. So,
you're right, I can't stop.
yeah. There's a train.
Like crack, cocaine.
I do coke. Oh, nice. Thank you, Ric Flair TM.
Dip into my somas.
You couldn't have moved talking about.
We gotta get that tweet out ASAP.
Yeah, I'll work on it. Let me look in the vault. Let me look in the vault.
All right, well, what a show. Fuck.
Yeah, I think that's a good place
every
to wrap it up.
Every week I feel like you guys regret inviting me.
My stomach hurts.
Can we make it a record not next week to not talk about murderers, please?
No, we can't.
It was an accident.
It was
What?
WCW's fault.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
Every week I'm like, at the end of the podcast, I always go, oh.
Yeah, that is
Why
the
did
truth.
we do this?
Real shit.
All
right, guys. Thank you guys for listening to us bullshit. I hope that you
leave
got
reviews.
something out
We're almost
of
at
it.
169.
Yeah, someone leave a review that says you could talk about.
Also, Deadlock PW on Twitter is almost at 2,000 followers. Hit that up.
Oh, yeah, we are, man. We have a lot. Look, man, there's okay, so first off, there's more listeners to this than we have Twitter followers. Something right here. Something's fucked up, all right? So go over there, hit that follow button. And what is our gay? What is Stan? So go over there, follow that. If you wear a size small shirt, man, pick up one of them joints because they hot. Pick up one of them Deadlock shirts, shop.deadlockpw.com. We got a new drop coming this month. YouTube,
Once
of course,
sold
putting a
out,
lot of
they're
content
sold
there.
out, by the way.
Yeah. Our shirts are one run and then they're done. So make sure you pick up one of those if it catches your eye. You know what I mean? Check out for that drop. Check our YouTube stuff out, and we'll be back next week. One of the segments we're gonna do, like Johnny said, is we're gonna look at Earl Hebner's great tweets. He's such a tweeter.
And I think we're gonna try to put up a Patreon thread for those that are on there for a Q&A next week.
The debut of the Q&A. That'll look like Razor Ramon.
Plus XFL debut as well.
Oh
the
shit!
XFL debut. Yeah, next week's a big show, man.
Damn, that's
Can we call it like Bash at the Beach? Big episode.
Let's call it Hog Wild.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Hog Wild next week.
My stomach hurts.
See you then.
Yeah. Bye. All right, and thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week with the next episode. So we'll see you guys then.